ห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ร่วมกับบริษัทมันเดย์มาร์เก็ตจำกัดและเงินชโยประกันเงินด่วนครบจบที่เงินชโยเสนอ บริษัทเมตาพาร์คจำกัดเมตาพาร์คสปอร์ตแอนด์เอนเตอร์เทนเมนต์มวยไทยเทรนนิ่งและอุปกรณ์มวยไทยแฟร์เทคการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand D7 กาแฟกระป๋องกาแฟทีอินวันชาไทยและชาเขียวดีเข้มโดดจนหยดสุดท้ายอร่อย D7 กาแฟกระป๋องกาแฟทีอินวันชาไทยและชาเขียวดีเข้มโดดจนหยดสุดท้ายอร่อยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand Monday Play Sport ครบทุกความบันเทิงการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand Monday Play Sport ครบทุกความบันเทิงการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ร่วมกับบริษัทมันเดย์มาร์เก็ตจำกัดและเงินชโยประกันเงินด่วนครบจบที่เงินชโยเสนอบริษัทเมตาพาร์คจำกัดเมตาพาร์คสปอร์ตแอนด์เอนเตอร์เทนเมนต์มวยไทยเทรนนิ่งและอุปกรณ์มวยไทยแฟร์เทคการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand D7 กาแฟกระป๋องกาแฟทีอินวันชาไทยและชาเขียวดีเข้มโดดจนหยดสุดท้ายอร่อย D7 กาแฟกระป๋องกาแฟทีอินวันชาไทยและชาเขียวดีเข้มโดดจนหยดสุดท้ายอร่อยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand Monday Play
ครับผม Good evening ladies and gentlemen welcome to the evolution of international Muay Thai สวัสดีครับขอต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่ LWC Super Champ อยู่กับผมแมทธิวดีนะฮะทุกวันเสาร์ 17:30 นาทีเป็นต้นไปฮะถ่ายทอดสดจากสนามมวยเวทีลุมพินีรามอินทราแห่งนี้ครับอย่าลืมติดตามนะฮะรายการของเราผ่านช่อง 8 รวมไปถึงช่องทางออนไลน์ครับ Facebook และ YouTube ของ LWC Super Champ นั่นเองครับวันนี้เตรียมตัวให้ดีครับ2 ชั่วโมงเต็มครับกับความสนุกกับมวยคุณภาพทั้ง 7 คู่ของเราเนี่ยยังมีการชิงแชมป์บนเวทีนี้ด้วยครับแต่ก่อนจะเริ่มต้นมวยในค่ำคืนนี้ครับต้องขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญท่านผู้ชมทุกท่านนะฮะในนี้ฮะยืนตรงสงบนิ่งเพื่อน้อมถวายแสดงความไว้อาลัยให้กับสมเด็จพระนางเจ้าสิริกิติ์พระบรมราชินีนาถพระบรมราชชนนีพันปีหลวง1 นาทีครับ Ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask you all to please stand to pay respect in remembrance of the late Her Majesty Queen Sirikit. Please stand. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ thank you so much heading on to our fights this evening here ในค่ำคืนนี้ฮะอย่างที่บอกไปวันนี้จะมีการชิงแชมป์นะฮะในศึกมวยรอบประกันเงินด่วนนะฮะนั่นคือเงินชัยโยนั่นเองครับวันนี้จะเป็นมวยหญิงนะฮะในการเปิดหัวคู่แรกก่อนจะเข้าสู่การชิงที่ 3 และการชิงแชมป์ในคู่ที่ 7 นั่นเองครับคู่แรกวันนี้ 115 ปอนด์ครับอนันตาลูกสวนครับนักชกจากกรุงเทพมหานครครั้งนี้ฮะจะมาเจอกับจาดาโลเวอร์โซนะฮะสาวน้อยหมัดหนักจากประเทศอิตาลีและต่อไปครับการชิงที่ 3 ในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 134 ปอนด์ครับมวยรอบเงินชัยโยครับวาลีปูเลียครับเปอร์เซียหมัดฟ้าผ่าจากอิหร่านครับพบกับชาฮีนคารามานนักชกจากอัฟกานิสถานหลังจากนั้นไปครับคู่ 3 ครับ 125 ปอนด์ครับเมอร์เลอร์มาเรนาครับนักชกจากประเทศเยอรมนีฮะเจอกับอิชรักลารูซีจากประเทศโมร็อกโกคู่ 4 นะครับผมเป็นการพบกันในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 141 ปอนด์ครับแก่นเพชรศูนย์กีฬาห้วยต้อมครับนักชกจากจังหวัดตากนะฮะจะขึ้นลุยดวลกับลุคจอห์นสันนะครับนักชกจากประเทศ USAต่อไปครับคู่ 5 ของเรายังอยู่ในพิกัด 140 ปอนด์ครับฟ้าพิชิตลูกบุญมีครับมวยจอมเก๋าจากบุรีรัมย์พบกับยาเซอร์รัสราฟีจากประเทศโมร็อกโกอีก1ท่านและหลังจากนั้นไปครับคู่ 6 ของเราจะเข้าสู่มวยไทยแบบออริจินัล5 ยกเต็มครับ 141 ปอนด์ครับไกรสิทธิ์ปอประจันศรีครับจากกำแพงเพชรพบกับมหามิดมาซูดจากประเทศอิหร่านและแน่นอนครับคู่ 7 ของเราครับคู่ชิงแชมป์ใหญ่ครับเงินชัยโยประกันเงินด่วนครับครบจบที่เงินชัยโยครับ 134 ปอนด์ครับวิทยายุทธวินอุบลจอมบูจากอุบลราชธานีครับจะดวลเดือดกับ3 ล้านสอนิยมทรัพย์นักชกกระหายเลือดจากประจวบคีรีขันธ์นั่นเองนั่นคือไฟท์การ์ดของเราทั้งหมด7 คู่ครับติดตามให้ดีครับพักสักครู่ช่วงหน้าคู่แรกลุย
ดีเซเว่นหอมกลิ่นเมล็ดกาแฟคั่วบดละเอียดเข้มข้นกลมกล่อม
กาแฟ 3 in 1 D7 หวานมันลงตัวอร่อยเหมือนกันทุกแก้ว
D7
ดีเข้มโดน
จนหยดสุดท้าย
อร่อย
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไปส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาทจัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศโทร 0808011113
กลับมาอยู่กับผมแมทธิวที่ LWC Super Champ นะฮะก่อนจะเข้าสู่คู่แรกในวันนี้ฮะอย่าลืมนะฮะข่าวดีจากเงินชัยโยประกันเงินด่วนครบจบที่เงินชัยโยนะครับผมสำหรับช่วงนี้ครับซื้อประกันรถกับเงินชัยโยครับผ่อนได้ 0% นานสูงสุดถึง 24 เดือนนะครับแถมฟรีพรบสูงสุด 2 ปีนะครับใครสนใจก็สแกน QR Code ที่อยู่หน้าจอทุกท่านตอนนี้กันได้เลยหรือไม่ก็ติดต่อเงินชัยโยทุกสาขาได้เช่นกันนะครับ ถึงเวลาลุยกันครับ 115 ปอนด์ let's go fight number one here ladies and gentlemen will be fought at 115 pounds between fighters from Thailand and Italy. Let's meet our first here. She is fighting out of the blue corner. 22 years of age, standing 165 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 23 fights, 18 wins, and 1 draw. Training out of Academy di Siao. Please give it up for Giada Loverso from Italy. นักชกมุมน้ำเงินครับจากประเทศอิตาลี Giada Loverso แล้วมาต่อกันครับนักชกมุมแดง and her opponent here fighting out of the red corner. She is 22 years of age, stands 160 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 67 fights with 45 wins. Please put your hands together for Ananta Luksuan from Thailand. And in the red corner, Nichantanta Luksuan และกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดบนเวทีครับขอเชิญคุณนิชพรเนียมโชติกุล
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the legendary Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Bangkok City, Thailand. My name is Chaikrit Amlet, also known as Kevin. I'm here with Ali Makoni, and you are tuned into LWC Super Champ. In our main event, we have the finals of the Ngan Chao tournament at 134 pounds. It's going to be Witiayut Win Ubon taking on Samlan Saw Neom Sap. Before that, we have our main event of the evening. That's right, our 5-round main event. It's going to be Thailand taking on Iran. Gayasid Opajansi versus Hamid Masood, and that's going to be at 140-pound Muay Thai. However, we kick things off with the 115-pound female division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner from Thailand. Her name is Ananta Luksuan. 22 years of age, around 60 centimeters tall, has a total of 67 fights, 45 victories, and 22 losses. Currently trains out of Luksuan, and she's from right here in Bangkok City, Thailand.
And her opponent fighting out of the blue corner, Giada Loverso. She is 22 years old as well, 165 centimeters tall. 23 fights on her record, 18 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw. She trains out of Academy di Siao, and she is representing Italy. In her last fight, she won by knockout against Pet Nam Nan Bong 7 Farm.
Yeah, that's the last time she competed right here in LWC Super Champ. All the way back in August, 9th of August to be exact. Last time Ananta competed here, I believe it was under a different name. The last time she competed here in LWC Super Champ, she lost by decision against Soitong Soko Amnajim. So one looking to extend her streak, the other one looking for redemption.
Yeah, like you said, really looking forward to today's card. There's lots of good fights on here. You know, we've got the Nern Chayo tournament final later on. But some great fights. I mean, looking forward to seeing Gaia sit back in action. There's a couple of foreigners on this card that I haven't seen fight before that I'm looking forward to seeing. We've got Ichrak from Morocco and Malay from Germany.
I mean, it's always the untouched talent that I'm looking forward to see the most. You never know what they've succeeded beforehand, but of course, they've done enough to compete here at the legendary Lumpini Boxing Stadium.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So let's see what we're in store for this evening.
Something I've never done before, Ali, compete here. You have, though.
I have, yeah. That was my last ever fight was in this stadium.
Oh, that's a good send-off, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, it was before it had the facelift that it's got right now. So things have changed quite a bit, but...
Yeah, you competed on LWC in fact.
Yeah.
Before it was called LWC Super Champ.
Before it was called LWC.
Before it was called LWC Super Champ.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and before the merger. But
Wow,
big hands.
aggressive start here from Loverso. We saw this last time. Big thumping right hand there from the Italian.
Fair to say Loverso is here to look for a knockout. Ananta going to try to make that difficult for her.
Yeah, Nanta looks like she got caught by surprise by this fast start out of the blocks by Loverso.
I don't think just her, Ali. I think it's everybody else here in the arena. Maybe that was a game plan from the get-go made by her team.
Let's hope that she can keep this up, though, for 3 rounds if it goes that far. Good low kicks there from Giada Loverso.
And we know the truth, Ali. Like, 9 times out of 10, they don't have that engine. But when they do, it's very impressive.
But this is quite, common for fighters that fight out of Europe. It's always very fast-paced. It's a lot of kickboxing in Europe, in Italy as well. So I won't be surprised if Giada comes from a background like that, where most of the fights are quite fast-paced. Big overhand right there from Giada as she goes into the clinch. Low body lock there. Ananta couldn't do anything, and good call by the referee to break up the action.
Yeah, I mean, not just that. It's not just the kickboxing in Italy, but the Muay Thai scene is also pretty big now. The national team, in fact, doing quite well. And let's not forget, fighters like Giorgio Pagosian actually started off doing Muay Thai before they went on to kickboxing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. One of my favorite fighters, Alessio Malatesta from Italy too. Got a lot of experience fighting, not just in Italy, but also in Thailand as well.
Then how about one of my favorite Italian fighters, Mattia Scalo Casarino?
Yeah, him too. Jeez, how could I forget?
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I forget that dude?
In fact, he also had his last fight here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium as well.
Yeah, he did. The last one that he had. Good straight knees here from Ananta. You know what? I feel like Ananta just felt like she wanted to weather the storm from Giada in the beginning of the round, and now starting to realize that she's got a bit of an advantage inside the clinch. Giada didn't do a lot of hand fighting inside the clinch, didn't swim her arms for it, so Ananta might be able to jump into the clinch and get some more points here, Kevin.
Yeah, earlier we saw some good countering, and just now as well from Ananta, and that's maybe something that she can capitalize on as the match progresses. Good elbow.
Whoa, we said that at the same time. We're so impressed with it.
We were that impressed. That's right, Ali. Nice knee to the midsection. And Anta very happy on the inside, trying to look for a way to throw those elbows. Referee breaks it up due to inactivity in the clinch. Nice right hand from Loverso.
Swing and a miss there by Loverso, but connecting with the left body kick.
Could say it's a round of 2 halves, really. In the beginning, it was all Loverso. Towards the end, though, maybe a slight edge for Ananta. Definitely more about that after the break. End of round 1.
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไปส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศโทร 0808011113
Here we go, coming into the second round of action for our first bout of the evening. There's Giada Loverso from Italy in the blue corner, getting advice from her corner from the Academy Desao team. And there you see Ananta Luk Suon, recently changing her name and now representing the Luk Suon camp, very famous camp located right here in Bangkok City, Thailand. And the first round, to begin with, Loverso was looking for the big knockout punch. Now, as the round went on, towards the end, Ananta seems to have found her groove. She seems to have found what may work for her, and that is to counter or even throw some knees on the inside.
That's some happy fans in the stadium. Yeah, well, I think you're right. It was, like you said, a round of 2 halves. Loverso being very aggressive from the get-go. Almost that first minute of fury where she just came out very aggressive, straight out of the blocks. started peppering Ananta, but Ananta settled down and was able to get some good points on Loverso inside the clinch. So let's see what we're in store for. Here comes round 2.
Beautiful knees on the inside there by Ananta, and it's those straight sharp knees that really score those points. Not only that, I mean, it's damage points as well.
I mean, this is the problem, Kevin. Loverso is just a sitting duck inside the clinch. She's not doing anything, just holding on to Ananta and waiting for the referee to break up the clinch. She's just holding on to her so that she doesn't get swept, so that Ananta doesn't advance. But when she's in the clinch, though, she's active. She's landing knees clean to the body, and Loverso is not landing any knees back, which isn't good for Loverso at all. She needs to give one and take. She needs to take one and give one back.
And not only that, on the inside her, she's always active, especially with those hands. She's always trying to find a new position, maybe to throw those elbows as well. Good spacing in the clinch for Ananta Luxor. A nice knee, straight knee in the corner.
And we know this, don't we? Like, body language is a really good telltale sign to the judges that, you know, that the shots are affecting you more, or the situation isn't favoring you. And every time Loverso gets into the clinch, you can just tell that she's just under duress, just from the expression on her face. It's not a good sign at all.
A beautiful low kick, though. First, started off with a jab, though. Right hand, elbow attempt from Ananta.
Nice 1-2 there from Ananta of her own, and Loverso winging out that overhand right.
And another knee on top of that, and that looked like it did a lot of damage on Giada Loverso.
Yeah, Giada Loverso seeming like she's very one-dimensional at the moment, only sticking to punches and body kicks and not adapting inside the clinch. You know, clamping down the arms here, that's good. But what can you do with it from there? You need to try and progress. You need to put your arm across and create some space to land a straight knee, or be a bit more proactive.
Nice kick to the midsection. Once again, from Giada into the clinch we go. Somewhere Ananta has been dominant, and again with that knee to the midsection. 3, 4, 5 knees in a row unanswered.
But those are definitely causing a lot of effect, though.
Causing a lot of effect and winning Ananta this round.
Right hand there from Giada. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Kevin. I think Ananta is definitely winning this round. Just the work that she's done in the clinch, the knees have landed clean, they've landed with good effect. You've got Sam Ingdam, looks the one in Ananta's corner as well.
Been a while since I've seen the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? But he's definitely one of the best, one of the better fighters that fights and competes out of Luxor One, Jim. Good straight knee again there from Ananta. Positioning too, even though, you know, Giada is on top of her, Ananta was still active, landing knees and controlling the clinch.
And Ali, I think throughout the match, that's what we're going to say. Good knee from Ananta, and that ends the second round.
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5:30 เป็นต้นไปส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ350 บาทจัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศโทร 0808011113
An excellent round of Muay Thai that was, especially for Ananta Luxor. Giada Loverso, my official scorecard, may have won the first round, but certainly not the second. And that's just due to the good work of Ananta Luxor and her knees, her straight knees to the midsection. And we saw it time and time again. Desert elbow on the inside, followed up by a knee in return from Loverso. But those knees from Ananta, no doubt about it, took more of an effect on her opponent.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw in the corner Giada's coach giving her a big telling off, saying you need to be more active inside the clinch. Being too lazy, you're letting Ananta run away with it. The first round was really close, Kevin, but the second round definitely has to go to Ananta. She was so dominant inside the clinch with the straight knees as well. And on the outside, still very active, very dynamic. Here we go, round number 3. This is the third and final round.
Yeah, Ananta doing a great job of countering. And now into the clinch we go once again. And this is where Ananta wants to be against her opponent. Trying to find a way to go on the inside. Referee having to break it up due to inactivity. But Ananta always looking for openings. Even on the inside, left hand misses. Right elbow though lands for Loverso.
Yeah, Loverso still dangerous. Good vice grip here from Loverso, but just needs to do more with it. You've got to be fast in the clinch exchanges. You've got to go for the knees straight away as soon as you've got the position. You can't wait too long. Good kick there by Ananta on the outside.
I mean, the sport of Muay Thai, like you said, Ali, I mean, if you can't think for too long. You just have to do it sometimes. It just has to be out of instinct. Nice left elbow followed by left hand, but an elbow return from Loverso. And a nice knees on the inside once again from Ananta. But knees a return from Loverso.
Yeah, Loverso's finally woken up. She's starting to work now inside the clinch. We saw the crossface guard early on, and she's starting to come alive a bit more. We need this good straight right there from Loverso, hunting down Ananta.
Yeah, I don't think Loverso has any other choice, but when in the clinch, she has to fight fire with fire. She can't just let Ananta go to work on her. Right hand misses. Or maybe connected. I mean, she was showing it was connecting with that gesture.
Good straight knee there from Loverso, and a downward elbow from Loverso inside the clinch, just when Ananta thought that the referee was going to break it up or she had some time to work her own position. There was that elbow. Good work. And there's another straight right that lands flush for Loverso.
Yeah, in terms of accuracy, you got to give it to Ananta here in this round. Though Loverso does have good output, especially while she has on the inside, but are a lot of those shots landing? That is the question, and quite frankly, I don't think so.
Clock winding down now. Final minute of the third and final round of our first fight. It's been very back and forth. If Loverso can keep up this pace, Kevin, I think the judges are going to have a tough fight on their hands to score.
Yeah, but so far, here in this round in terms of accuracy, I'm still giving it to Ananta, but you can't discredit Loverso for her efforts, for the output, for the work rate that she's putting. Again, just non-stop.
Yeah, she's just trying to hammer away to land that straight right or right elbow. Good knees here in the clinch by Ananta. Also, it's all about controlling the clinch, how Ananta had her hands positioned and also where her feet were, allowing her to land good knees and control the clinch wherever it went. Good teep there from Ananta too.
Yeah, Ananta, she seems very confident about this match already. She thinks she's won this. That's why she's on the back foot. She's on full defense at the moment. It's all up to Loverso to try to find a way to connect with some shots. And that is the end of the third and final round. Both corners very happy with what they've seen. And both fighters showing great respect for each other for what was a great fight.
Yeah, great fight between these two.
A true clash of styles.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Had the very aggressive Loverso and the technical Ananta just going at it. So we'll get the replays for you in a moment, and then we'll find out who has won our first bout as we just collect the judges' scorecards. Here are the replays.
Yeah, big right hand from Loverso, but big knee in return by Ananta. Ananta, though, she started off that round being quite accurate, but towards the end, she let her work rate fall off just a little bit. Might swing things in favor of Loverso, but nevertheless, it was a very close fight. And here you see those knees again from Ananta, and I believe that's what ended the round. We'll go now to Mr. Mathiudin to see who the winner is in our first bout of the evening.
และคู่แรกวันนี้จบลงเรียบร้อยเรามาดูว่าใครจะเป็นผู้ชนะ Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of exciting Muay Thai action, please put your hands together for our winner from the red corner, Thailand, Ananta ลูกสวนครับผู้คว้าชัยชนะในคู่แรกวันนี้115ปอนด์ไปเรียบร้อยครับเราเรียกว่าเป็นคู่เปิดหัวที่สนุกเลยทีเดียวครับ หลังจากนี้นะฮะก็ต้องมาลุ้นกันดูนะฮะว่าคู่อื่นจะสู้ได้หรือไม่ครับแต่คู่ต่อไปน่าสนใจแน่นอนครับเป็นการชิงที่ 3 ครับศึกไปรอบเงินชัยโย134 ปอนด์ระหว่างนักชกจากอัฟกานิสถานและประเทศอิหร่านครับทั้งคู่นะฮะเป็นสายลุยครับแล้วก็ฟิตร่างกายมาเกิน 100% แน่นอนครับพร้อมปะทะเดือดในคู่ต่อไปครับพักสักครู่ช่วงหน้าลุยกันต่อแน่นอน
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand
และสำหรับคู่2วันนี้ฮะเรากลับมาอยู่ในศึกไปรอบเงินชัยโยประกันเงินด่วนครับครบจบที่เงินชัยโยครับกับการชิงที่ 3 ในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 134 ปอนด์ในวันนี้ครับระหว่างนักชกจากอัฟกานิสถานและประเทศอิหร่าน Ladies and gentlemen, our second fight here of the evening is for third place in the Gun Chayo 134-pound tournament. Let's meet our first fighter here fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter is 24 years of age, stands 172 centimeters tall, with a fight record of of 11 fights with 10 wins. Training at a Pet Saman Muay Thai gym. This is Shaheen Khorraman from Afghanistan.
ไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยมีเงินไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยไทยโย
เรียกกันว่าชกจากมุมน้ำเงินครับชาฮีน คอร์รามาน และคู่ชิงที่ 3 ของเขานักชกจากมุมแดง and in the red corner this fighter is 25 years of age, stands 173 centimeters tall with a fight record of 19 fights and 14 wins. Training at a Bull Muay Thai. Give it up for Wali Pulia from Iran.
ไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยมีเงินไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยไทยโย
และนักชกจากประเทศอิหร่านครับวาลีพูเรียส่วนกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดของคู่นี้ขอเชิญคุณอนุกูลตามศิรา
And now moving on to our second bout of the evening, an international matchup between Iran and Afghanistan. And this is a third place matchup in the Gunchao tournament at 134 pounds. Going to be a very interesting one. Of course, within the tournaments, these two competed in their own group stages. It was a one-man tournament. There was a Group A, Group B. Then the losers of those groups in the final are now competing against each other for the third place. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he goes by the name of Vali Poria, 25 years of age, 173 centimeters tall, has a total of 19 fights, 14 victories, and 5 losses. Currently trains at Bull Muay Thai, and he's from Iran.
As opponent fighting out of the blue corner, Shaheen Khorraman. He is 24 years old, 172 centimeters tall, 11 fights in his record, 10 victories, 1 defeat, no draws. Trains out of Pet Saman Gym, which is located in Pattaya, and he is training out of, he's representing Afghanistan. I remember Vali Poria fighting, and he fought Witia Yut.
That's right.
Win Ubon, who's in the final. Very aggressive, powerful fighter. And then who else? And then Shaheen, he lost on points to Sam Lan, who's also in the final today.
That's right.
Exactly, like you pointed out.
Yep. It's a very interesting format. I like how it works. I like that whole, well, you start off with a 4-man tournament, and we both know how grueling those are, Ali. And then finally, you get to compete in the third place of the final on a different date. Makes for a very interesting format. I like how they did the hard work, the very, very hard work already in their group stage matches. And now, well, they have one big match to prove what they're worth.
I mean, Vali just looks really strong for this weight class compared to Shaheen. So let's see how Shaheen's going to deal with that one.
Yeah, both Iran and Afghanistan being neighbors. But they've traveled a very long way to compete against each other here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Thailand.
When you put it like that, yeah, they have. They've traveled a long way respectively as well. Bull Muay Thai being in Krabi and Pet Saman Gym being in Pattaya. So still quite a bit of a distance to come to Bangkok to do this fight. But that just goes to show, you know, how prestigious Lumpini Stadium is. It's not just people from around the world. It's gyms all over Thailand that want to compete here.
I think it's fair to say Krabi's well, way longer away than, than Pattaya.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But a beautiful place. I mean, one of those places you must visit when you do visit Thailand.
Okay, here we go. First round underway. So the winner of this fight will receive 10,000 baht in tournament prize money. The runner-up, the loser, will get 5,000 baht. And then we'll have the final fight this evening will be the final. Wow, good right hand there from Shaheen Valley absorbing it though.
I do like Shahin's fighting style, but I'm not sure about the mullet. He is about to bring that back to fashion once again. Fair to say
he rocks it.
He does rock it, yeah.
Yeah, he rocks it, man.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
They've both got good hairstyles. Not that I can talk, but anyway, good left hand there from Shahin.
Well, Ali, if you had hair.
If I had hair, which one would I choose?
Exactly.
I'd go for Valley's style.
Oh, yeah.
Good right hand there from Valley. And here we go. They're just slinging it right in the pocket. This is what I exactly thought they were going to do. No clinch at all. Push there in the clinch by Shahin.
Shahin just wants a knockout. I mean, that's his plan. I think there's no other way to say it.
This just feels like it's going to turn into a backyard brawl, Kevin. No technique in it at all. Just swinging heavy haymakers.
Oh, big thunderous blow once again from Shahin. He just doesn't stop.
Upward elbow there from Shahin. This is good in mixing it up right now. Literally cutting through the guard with the upward elbow. See if Valley can do much in the clinch. Shahin doesn't want to clinch at all. You can see he's not using his hands or his gloves to wrap around the arms of Valley. And just like what we said in the previous bout, just a sitting duck or caught in a straitjacket.
Well, that's something that Valley may be able to take advantage of. Being in the clinch. Nice knee once again, and that's exactly what he's going to try to do. Ah, lovely body shots. And again, from Shahin. Shahin body hunting.
And going upstairs as well with the upward elbow.
Something tells me Shahin's going to get tired eventually. I mean, the output, the power that he's putting into every single shot. And that was the attempt of a Saenchai kick. And we've seen quite a few here in LWC Super Champ, and I think we need to start ranking them now, Ali.
Yeah, we need to start getting replays of them. Left hand there by Shahin.
But I'd put that maybe somewhere around 7th.
Yeah,
like I said, we've seen a few.
It depends how you're ranking it, the best or the worst.
I'd say number 1 being the best.
Again, a bit of a stalemate here between these two. Swing and a miss by Shahin, and Valley is cut on his left eyebrow. Don't know what that was from, but it must have been from an elbow.
Well, hopefully not an accidental headbutt, because you see Shahin leading with his head time and time again.
One thing's for sure, it wasn't from that cartwheel kick.
No, I don't think so either. But I do like the effort. A for effort, Ali. But I won't comment on the execution. End of the first round.
กาแฟกระป๋องดีเซเว่นหอมกลิ่นเมล็ดกาแฟคั่วบดละเอียดเข้มข้นกลมกล่อม
กาแฟ 3 in 1 D7 หวานมันลงตัวอร่อยเหมือนกันทุกแก้ว
ดีเซเว่น
ดีเข้มโดนจนหยดสุดท้าย อร่อย
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Incredible first round for that man right there, Shahin Khorramam. And there you see the cut caused on the face of Valley Purias. Still not sure what that was caused from. Hopefully the replays can make it obvious for us. Let's take a look at what happened in the first round. Big elbow from Shahin. Just continuous pressure. Look at that right hand and follow up with a left hook from Shahin. Valley looked like he was going for the dump. Didn't quite get it. Knee to the midsection from the Iranian. And maybe it was that elbow. Could have been that elbow.
What a way to get a cut if it was that elbow. I don't normally see it like that, though. It's normally the side elbows, the down elbows.
How's that a replay? I'm just curious. Okay, I mean, how is that a highlight? I think is the best way to say it, but I'm sure.
Yeah, why do they put that in the replay? Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
You got to applaud the confidence and the.
Like I said, A for effort. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of viewers at home did want to see that as well, and we gave it to you, ladies and gentlemen. We gave it to you. Here we go. Round number 2 is underway.
Strong left body kick here from Valley on the outside. Right hands there from Shahin stumbling down to the canvas. I mean, I think that Shahin did definitely win that first round. Valley just didn't do too much. I mean, seems like the more powerful fighter of the two. And he's definitely got an advantage inside the clinch, but scrappy and unorthodox style here from Shahin. And there's a slip there by Shahin in the neutral corner.
I mean, at one point, putting his entire body weight behind a single punch. Not the best of things to do. I mean, in Muay Thai, it's so important to stay balanced. And going for the unnecessary once again.
This time it was a spinning.
Going for the spectacular. I should call it the unnecessary. Only if I was in his corner, I would have said that, Ali. But I'm not. I'm here calling the fights.
I mean, we did see it a while ago, someone getting knocked down with a spinning heel kick here in this stadium on a different show, but that was just never ever seen someone get dropped by a spinning heel kick before. But you know, you got to give him A for effort.
That would have certainly been a spectacular, nice knee to the midsection, and look at him holding onto the neck of Shahin.
Yeah, Valley just needs to get back into the clinch every opportunity he gets.
The only surprise that we haven't seen more of it, if we're going to be completely honest, because, well, Shahin is giving him the opportunity to do that. He's getting close. He's putting down his head. And I see time and time again, well, Valley could have taken advantage, but unfortunately, it's not happening for him.
Just doesn't seem to be his style, though, Kevin.
No.
We know from last time he fought here, he's very strong for the weight. He's more of a puncher, likes to go for the knockout. There's an upward elbow there from Valley as he pushes Shahin back.
Well, but sometimes you shouldn't play into your strengths, but instead play to what your opponent's weaknesses are. And we haven't seen Shahin clinch up so much, and we have seen the clinch. It seems to be Valley having the advantage, who is now being pushed on the back foot.
Inside low kick there by Valley. I think you're right from what you said in the previous round. Can Shahin keep this up? And hasn't had the same kind of output. Good low kicks here from Valley to start to slow down Shahin, missing with his own body kick.
Not the same kind of output, but certainly is still on top of my official scorecard. Just the way he's been attacking, but that big knee, huge knee, and that's something that Valley can take advantage of. And you saw him walk towards Shahin with his hands down. He's confident now.
Just looks like he's losing power and losing stamina, Shahin. Just look at his body language too. Just looks a little bit slower, looks a little bit more tired.
I think it's fair to say both of them are looking a little bit slower and tired. And that is the end of the second round.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
2 rounds down and another round to go. And you see a close up on the face of Vali Puria. There is Shahin Karama, who once again was looking for the knockout in that second round. Like we mentioned, Ali, in that previous round. A little bit slower. Not as much output as we saw in the first round, but that's expected. It's just due to how he's been working throughout the entire match. I mean, so much power in each shot, so much output. I mean, you're gonna have to be superhuman in order to keep up with that sort of pace.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. For me, I thought that round was much better for Valley. The cut didn't get worse either, which is good for him. Just thought that Shahin just didn't land with the same kind of shots that he did. Didn't have the same kind of impacts, the same kind of effects that he did in the previous round, in the first round. So for me, I think it's a round apiece, Kevin, which makes this even more interesting. Because this is for third place in the Known Shio tournament. The winner will get 10,000 baht, the runner-up, 5,000 baht.
My goodness, both of them, they look beaten. They've been through a war. Right hand. And the big elbow, you can hear that crank echo across the stadium.
Good straight knee there from Valley. We saw that at the end of the second round. Swing and a miss here from Shahin, trying to find the target but missing.
Low kicks galore from Valley. It looks like it's working for him.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And he's moving his head off the center line when he throws that low kick, which is great because Shahin is trying to go head hunting. So if he throws a straight right or a punch right down the center line, Valley's head is off the center line, landing the low kick at the same time. So as soon as Shahin steps into it, it's just, you know, giving him more, he's receiving more damage. Good 2 straight knees in a row there for Valley.
Well, and you notice that Shahin did appreciate those low kicks. And now we're seeing a lot more low kicks being thrown by Shahin. And that was a clinch and knee attempt. Getting all caught up in the ropes there. Valley.
Good low kick there from Shahin though. And again, attacking the inside of the leg and getting a sweep. Good sweep there from Shahin.
Things not looking good for Valley. I mean, taking his time to get back up to his feet. That's a sign of a very tired fighter.
Yeah, something that definitely the judges will take into consideration. Good low kick there from Valley, but Shahin coming up with a more effective one.
And here in Lumpini's Boxing Stadium, I mean, when it comes to the scoring, tiredness of the opponent is taken into consideration. And quite honestly, though, Valley, he did make it quite obvious just due to how long it took him to get back to his feet, and the balance right now is just not there.
Tension up there from Valley, landing with the straight knee. Again, good knee there by Valley, and you know, Shahin just stepping back. Not a good sign for him, and here's Valley inside the clinch. Surprised he let go, and then Shahin connects with the left hook, and I think he just got off balance there, Kevin. I'm not sure if it was that effective, but yeah, that was not a good move there by Valley. You've got to keep your stance nice and strong. Final 30 seconds of this round. Who is going to win at the 3rd place in the Nern Chayo tournament?
Yeah, who wants it more? They've got around 20 seconds to do so. So not so much time left on the clock. Thinking about the knee once again, but this time getting it. Body shot attempt from Shahin. I believe that was to the arms. Again.
Right hands here from Shahin on the back foot as he uses his lateral movement to get out of the corner, and that's the end of the 3rd and final round. Great show of respect between these two fighters that really have, like Kevin said, traveled a long way to compete in Thailand when they're pretty much next door neighbors. We'll go to the judges' scorecards for the 2nd time this evening to find out who has won the 3rd place in the Nern Chayo tournament. Don't forget, the winner will receive 10,000 baht in tournament prize money, and the loser will get 5,000 baht.
Let's take a look at some of the action from that round. Lots of low kicks from Valley Puria, which really did work out for him. However, Shahin did not take too kindly to that. He gave some back. And towards the end, we saw some more knees from Valley Puria, which Ali and I were quite surprised that we didn't see more of from Valley. But eventually, when he lost his footing, it took his time to get onto his feet, and it just seemed like the balance on those legs just weren't there anymore. I'd like to see how the judges will score this one. Over to Mr. Matthew Dean for the official decision.
และคู่2วันนี้เดือดอีกแล้วเรามาดูว่าใครจะคว้าอันดับ 3 ของศึกมวยรอบเงินชัยโย 134 ปอนด์ Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 more thrilling rounds of Muay Thai action, the winner and 3rd place in the Muay Chayo tournament is from the blue corner of Afghanistan, Shahin Khorramad ยินดีด้วยครับจัดไปฮะนักชกจากมุมน้ำเงินครับขวาอันดับ 3 ศึกมวยรอบเงินชัยโยไปฮะหรือว่าสมศักดิ์ศรีครับคู่นี้ครับมันเลยทีเดียวครับแต่ยังเหลือคู่ชิงของเราในศึกนี้ครับจะเกิดขึ้นในคู่ 7 วันนี้ฮะไทยเจอไทยครับติดตามให้ดีครับห้ามพลาดแน่นอน แต่คู่ต่อไปฮะน่าสนใจเช่นอย่างแน่นอนครับเราจะกลับมาที่มวยสาวนะฮะ125 ปอนด์ครับในคู่ต่อไปครับโมร็อกโกเจอเยอรมนีครับต้องบอกว่าทั้งคู่นะฮะมวยสายบูนะครับมีอาวุธที่หนักแรงนะฮะและมีหมัดที่อันตรายตลอดเวลาครับจะมันแค่ไหนรอดูสักครู่เดียว
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011111 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand
Welcome back to LWC Super Champ, ladies and gentlemen. Our third fight here of the evening at 125 pounds. Let's meet our first here. She is fighting out of the blue corner. He is 20 years of age, standing 168 centimeters tall, with a professional fight record of 3 fights with 2 wins. Training at a Tokaya Fight Club. This is Ishraq Laroussi from Morocco. Let us show move number one, Ishraq Laroussi. And her opponent here, fighting out of the red corner, she is 21 years of age, stands 169 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 21 fights and 13 wins, with 1 draw. Training out of Fairtex. Please put your hands together for Mally Molina from Germany. You got a top one now, Head Germany, Mally Molina. และกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดของคู่นี้ขอเชิญคุณแพรพลอยเดชชินบัญชร
Referee Pat Ploy is in charge of the action in our third bout of the evening, an international matchup between Germany and Morocco. This one is going to be at 125 pounds. Rarely do we see Morocco take on Germany here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium, but today is certainly an exception. Introducing first on your screens, Molina, 21 years of age, 169 centimeters tall, has a total of 21 fights, 13 victories, 7 losses, and 1 draw. Currently trains out of Fairtex Training Center in Pattaya City, Thailand, and she's from Germany.
And our opponent fighting out of the blue corner is Ishraq Laroussi. She is 20 years old, 168 centimeters tall, 3 fights on her record, 2 victories, 1 defeat, no draws. Training out of Tokyo Fight Club, which is located here in Bangkok, and she's representing Morocco.
Now, I mean, you saw Laroussi's or heard Laroussi's record not long ago, but don't let that fool you. I think she's had probably, well, a lot of amateur fights.
That's her professional record.
Yeah, that's her professional record, and still very young in her professional career. So still a lot to look forward to.
I mean, Morocco is a country that, you know, obviously you've got a lot of Dutch Moroccan fighters that fight in, you know, Holland, that compete over there, but I never really thought that Morocco had such a big amateur scene until we had a lot of the fighters competing here in LWC Super Champ. There's a lot of talent there, and all of them pretty much are coming from Tokyo Fight Club, Kevin.
Yeah, that's where a lot of them do stay, and a lot of them do fight out of Pet Saman as well. I mean, that's mainly due to, well, a Moroccan Muay Thai legend, that being Youssef Bougunem.
Yeah, of course.
Certainly does have a lot of pulling power. So it's no surprises. I mean, I'm sure you've gone to a gym because of a fighter once upon a time, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I've never done that. No, I'm lying. It was Jostein Clive Fairtex that got me to go to Fairtex to begin with.
Yeah, which is the gym that Merle Marilina is fighting out of. Doing a really beautiful white crew here. She has Muay Thai tattooed on her leg as well, so you can tell that she's a massive fan of the sport. Good white crew. We haven't really seen a white crew like that from a foreign fighter at LWC Super Champ, so good effort from her.
Does happen quite often these days, though. Once again, that's just showing how far the sport has grown all over the world. And still a lot of room for growth.
And there's a lot of experience in these corners as well. You got Crew B, who was originally the head trainer at Sasi Prapra before going to Fairtex for at least a year now. And then obviously Ayub, who runs the Tokyo Fight Club, who's in the corner for Ishrak.
Yeah, good to see Ayub Elamgari supporting his athlete here tonight. It's always a hit or miss whenever the owner of the gym comes and supports me when I fight. Anyways, it's either you get very nervous or you don't want to let that man down.
Sometimes it does really help though, because if they're in, you know, gym owners are very busy. We know that, and if they're in your corner, then that means, you know, it does. I think it gives you an advantage. Here we go, first round underway. These two similar in height. So let's see what they're going to do here, what we're going to see. Swing and a miss there by Ishrak, using the low kicks early on and being light on her feet. But
beautiful knees from Laroussi, throwing them in quick succession. Into the clinch we go. Marlena looking to bully her opponent in there. Laroussi not letting that happen.
Yeah, Marlena looking good in the clinch. Marlena again, right body kick, but big right hand coming back from Ishrak.
Yeah, Laroussi's so light on her feet though. Look at those hand combinations. And if you blinked, you'd miss them. You better keep your eyes open and your hands up. Otherwise, Laroussi's going to make you pay.
Side control guard here with a crossface from Marlena.
Nice elbow from the Moroccan. And again. Then stopped into tracks by the clinch once again. That was a nice knee thrown from Laroussi.
Yeah, you see Marlena's got a good control of the clinch, good base, good solid base, able to just, you know, hold Laroussi where she wants her and keep on working away.
Yeah, it's actually a very good idea, especially when you're taking it on a fighter with very good footwork and is very fast, just as we're seeing from Laroussi. And what better way to stop that sort of fighter than to get them to the clinch?
And she went for it again, Marlena. She went for that side control lock, you know, using the crossface too, putting her hands in the gloves in the face of Laroussi. Laroussi coming forward aggressively now with the elbows, but getting tied up yet again inside the clinch and not doing anything, holding onto the ropes here. That is a sign of weakness.
And you can see it's definitely taking a toll on her now. I mean, it wasn't earlier, but now, I mean, that made it quite obvious, Ali.
Yeah, 100%. Good one too, though, there by Laroussi. That rocked the head back of Marlena. And with the right uppercut too on the back foot.
The uppercut, an attack we don't see often enough think is so underutilized in the sport of Muay Thai.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's a punch that we don't see a lot of, but it's good to see Larusi using it, especially on the back foot. So difficult to set up. Marlena inside the clinch yet again, using the crossface lock. You see, Larusi to defend this, she's got to get her glove under one of the elbows of Marlena and put it over her head and then try and take the back. Good right hand there though by Larusi. And there's that right uppercut again, Kevin, that you like so much.
Yeah, that's why she can't sleep just for a second. She can't blink just for a second, Marlena, because that's exactly what Larusi could do in a split of a second. I mean, we thought she was in a lot of trouble momentarily, but then out of nowhere, that combination, I mean, that caused Marlena some problems.
And we got Adam Benoit in the crowd too, cheering on Larusi, who's won one of the tournaments here. Okay, that's the end of round number 1.
แฟกระป๋องดีเซเว่นหอมกลิ่นเมล็ดกาแฟคั่วบดละเอียดเข้มข้นกลมกล่อม
กาแฟ 3 in 1 D7 หวานมันลงตัวอร่อยเหมือนกันทุกแก้ว
ดีเซเว่น
ดีเข้มโดนจนหยดสุดท้าย อร่อย
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรง
And here we go, coming into the second round of action for our third bout of the evening. There you see Larusi from Morocco. She's in the blue corner. That's her opponent, Marlena from Germany in the red. Looking forward to see some of these replays. I mean, it was the knees and the clinch of Marlena, and it was the hand combinations, the footwork of Larusi, a clash of styles. The sort of matchups I really love, Ali.
Yeah, I mean, we said this before, clash of styles, but styles make fights though when they clash like this. Got the outside fighter Larusi, who's been really good at just lighting up Marlena like a Christmas tree with her boxing. But Marlena has been great inside the clinch, just, you know, shutting down Larusi. She's got to hold on to her inside that clinch. Here we go, round 2. Aggressive start here from both fighters. Larusi trying to fend off Marlena, but it didn't last long. And good work here from Larusi, putting her glove in the face there against Marlena, pushing her back. That's good work, good defense.
I'm pretty sure that was the adjustments made during the break, and she really took the advice of her coaches and caught her.
Strong knee as well inside the clinch, but Marlena going straight back into that lock. But yeah, yet again, palm in the face. That is, you know, stopping anything that Marlena can do.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, see if she could do it once again. But this time she's decided to go or fight fire with fire against Marlena. And I don't think that was a good idea. You see right there, it did not work out for her.
But you see Marlena's done a couple of adjustments. She's getting her head a little bit lower so that Larusi can't push her glove into the face and create space and, you know, stop Marlena from coming forwards. Good side teep there from Larusi.
Yeah, that was very impressive indeed. And back into the clinch we go once again. Good hold from Marlena. And again, trying to find the clinch. Trying to find the knee, I should say. But notice the footwork. The hands may not be there anymore for Larusi. The clinch may be taking a toll on her.
Oh, good sweep there from Marlena. Halfway through the second round right now, Larusi backing off. Not sure if that's because of fatigue or she's trying to set something up on the back foot.
But yeah, now the clinch is really taking a hold. And Ali, still a lot of time left here in this round.
Yeah, there is a lot of time left. This is why the clinch is so important. Right elbow there from Larusi and holding on to Marlena inside the clinch. Bit inactive clinch work there from Larusi. That might go against her though, Kevin.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, but that's a nice right hand from Larusi. Elbow on top of that, beautiful knee. Quick success with that combination. But once again, I mean, that clinch work, I mean, it's just too much for Larusi to handle right now.
Yeah, it's a shame though, because at the beginning of the round, she was using her right hand just to put her glove in the face and extend a little bit against Marlena. But just come away from that. Better on the outside there with a check left hook. Good right body kick too on the back foot too.
There's a knee on top of that. Referee has no choice but to separate. And Larusi looking more and more tired.
Speaking of looking, Marlena looking at the clock, seeing she's got enough time for another clinch exchange. Right knee there. Oh, and Marlena is cut. She is cut.
That was an elbow. That was certainly an elbow, and Larusi may end this round very strong.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd going berserk as soon as they saw the cut happen right there on the forehead of Marlena. What a dramatic end to the round two.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
There's a cut there on Marlena. Doesn't look like it's too bad, but it's in one of those spots though where you don't want it to get worse because the blood will go straight down into the eyes and impair the vision of Marlena. Good end to the round for Larusi. I mean, I thought Marlena was so dominant in that round inside the clinch, but the outside work here from Larusi just paid off. There's the elbow right there. Upward elbow immediately causing the cut. That's why these upward elbows are so effective. I mean, Larusi able to find the hole in the defense and land that elbow straight down the middle, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, up until that point, I mean, it was all Marlena's round. But then out of nowhere, received that elbow and took some big shots. All of a sudden, it seemed like Larusi was in the driver's seat and may have just nicked that round, but we're not the judges. But I do think it can play a huge effect, Ali.
Final instructions here from our referee Pair Ploy, and we're going into round number 3.
That's right, the third and final round. The all-important third and final round, and that's a nice sweep from Larusi.
Now, I mean, geez, just give Larusi a bit more time in the ring with some clinch work in training. Geez, she could be a real good fighter. Done real good work on the outside so far in this fight. Marlena's definitely got the better of her inside the clinch, but right now I think Marlena's just a little bit concerned about getting engaging and making that cut worse.
That could be the case, because right now it is Larusi landing with a lot of solid shots. Nice low kick from Larusi. Good movement. Then out of nowhere, it is Marlena whose back was on the ropes momentarily.
Straight right and a left hook from Larusi. Larusi almost being a shepherd here, herding sheep on the outside, just setting traps for Marlena to walk into.
You saw her pull her opponent's head down there. That was very impressive from Larusi.
Tables have really turned here, and it all started from that cut.
Yeah, it pretty much was. Right after that cut, you saw the confidence, big right hands from Larusi, and eventually she thought, well, nah, I don't want to punch anymore. I'm just gonna let go.
What's going on here? Not too sure. Is it the gum shield? I think that maybe the gum shield's the gum shield's come out from Larusi.
We both know it's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. That is a foul. If it comes out of the gum shield, if the gum shield comes out during the fight, I mean, we know these things happen, but the referees do determine it as a foul because it's stalling. You know, you should just save about 10, 20 seconds of time.
Yeah, I mean, before this year, it wasn't ruled as a foul. You know, gum shields can come out, but once it happens too often, well, now this year, the Sports Authority of Thailand has deemed it as a foul. So technically, if you lose your gum shield too many times, you can lose a point.
Still doesn't look good, even if the fight is closed, even if the point isn't deducted.
Correct. Just Just over a minute to go in our fight, in our third fight of the evening.
It's been a real dramatic fight though ever since that cut happening at the end of round 2.
I still don't know which way it's going to go, Ali.
Yeah, same. I mean, I feel like Marlena just is a shadow of her former self since she got that cut at the end of the second round. She just needs to just find that confidence, just try and get back into the clinch. There are ways to get back in though. I mean, she's got to set things up. I just feel like the advantage is on the Rusi side of the ring at the moment, Kevin.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And I feel now it is up to Marlena to do the impossible, to do the spectacular, I should say. It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible, Ali.
Marlena taking a quick look at the clock. See both fighters are fatigued. Marlena blinking here, not being some of the blood going into the eye.
Final 10 seconds. Low kick blocked by Marlene. And Larusi looking very confident, and that ends the third and final round. Great matchup, great clash of styles, and a lot of action in our third bout of the evening. And you see there, Larusi looking very confident. I think she did enough to get it done.
I think so too. Let's have a look at the replays right here. So this is the sweep there at the beginning of the round from Larusi. She was very aggressive, just trying to wait for Marlena to come to her and throw her shots. That round was a real good round for Larusi. There's a good flush left hook that connected in her right hand to follow on from that. Yeah, she just kept things very simple. It was about quality more than quantity from Larusi. And we'll take it up to Matthew Dean for the official decision. And don't go anywhere because bout number 4 is coming up next.
And fight number 3 here has entered, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner from the blue corner, Morocco, Ishlak Larusi ยินดีด้วยครับนักชกจากมุมน้ำเงินนะโมร็อกโกนะฮะสาวเดือดนะฮะในคู่3วันนี้ครับขอบคุณนักชกมุมแดงด้วยนะครับถือว่าสู้เต็มที่เลยในคู่ต่อไปครับกลับมาที่มวยชายครับขึ้นมาอยู่ในพิกัดน้ำหนัก141 ปอนด์ครับ USA เจอจังหวัดตากนะฮะทั้งคู่นี้ต้องบอกว่าพร้อมเดินหน้าสาดแข้งต่อยหมัดรัวๆนะฮะพร้อมร่างกายที่ฟิตมาแล้วเกิน 100% ครับเพราะฉะนั้นความมันความเดือดรออยู่ในคู่ต่อไปแน่นอนพักสักครู่เดียวแล้วเจอกัน
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5:30 เป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand
เอาละฮะถึงเวลาที่เราจะมาสู้กันต่อครับในศึกซุปเปอร์ไฟท์พิกัดน้ำหนัก141 ปอนด์ครับสนับสนุนโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยหรือว่า Sport Authority of Thailand ครับร่วมส่งเสริมนักกีฬามวยไทยครับให้สร้างอาชีพที่มั่นคงครับแล้วก็ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลครับขอบพระคุณเป็นอย่างยิ่งครับ ถึงเวลานะฮะในคู่ 4 เรานะฮะ USA มาเจอกับนักชกจากประเทศไทยกันบ้าง Ladies and gentlemen fight number 4 here this evening will be fought at 141 pounds introducing to you first from the blue corner. This fighter is 21 years of age, stands 175 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 8 fights and 6 wins. Training at a Silachai Muay Thai. This is Luke Johnson from the USA. Letting it chop woman Luke Johnson. And his opponent here fighting out on the red corner. He is 25 years of age, stands 168 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 36 fights and 30 wins. ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับแกนเพชรศูนย์กีฬาห้วยตอง from Thailand. And the red corner, Kanpen Sunkila Huito. ส่วนกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดของคู่นี้ขอเชิญคุณกฤษดาพลตือ
Referee Gritsada Punto, the ever so busy referees in charge of our action for our 4th bout of the evening international matchup between Thailand and the United States of America. This one's at 141 pounds. Introducing first, the man on your screens right there, Ganpet Sunkila Hoitom. 25 years of age, 168 centimeters tall, has a total of 36 fights, 30 victories, and 6 losses. Currently trains at Sunkila Hoitom or Hoitom Sports Center, located in Lamphun Province in the northern part of Thailand. But he's originally from Dak Province.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner is Luke Johnson. He's 21 years old, 175 centimeters tall, 8 fights in his record, 6 victories, 2 defeats, no draws. Trains out of Saw Silachai, which to my research is based in Nakhon Ratchasima province, and he's representing the United States of America. In his last fight, Luke won by knockout against Shadalai Mad on Thai Fight.
Nope, it's Zakaria Mahdi.
That's it.
I remember
was
that
close.
because I was there for that one. But that was actually over a year ago, Ali, so I'm pretty sure he's had some fights in between Luke Johnson. Definitely last year.
Definitely last year.
Yep, because I was there. I remember it was a year ago. And I called it, Ali. But good to see Luke Johnson competing here on LWC Super Champ at Lumpini Boxing Stadium, the most iconic Muay Thai stadium in the world.
Yep, it really is.
And no one's going to tell me otherwise.
And in his last fight, Genpet lost on points to Guillermo Rodriguez.
I mean, that was correct.
Getting there with the Thai, ladies and gentlemen, getting there.
No, I mean, if it was a Thai name, I think we would have pronounced it like this. But then when it's a non-Thai
It's a
name
lot harder,
written
dude.
in a...
Yeah, it's a lot harder. It is a lot harder. Okay, so 3 3-minute rounds. Last three fights we've had have been pretty dramatic. Lots of clashes of styles. Let's see what we're in store for this one. Lots of experience in the corner of Genpet.
And Luke Johnson training out of Dosila Chai, of course. The most famous ever fighter who's ever used the Dosila Chai name is Tongchai Dosila Chai, the man who beat Sanchai. That was some years ago. And Luke Johnson already going for the big knockout. He's looking for all the most dangerous weapons, throwing those big elbows and into the clinch. We go just smothering his opponent.
Yeah, good positioning there in the clinch from Johnson. Oh, getting himself nice and low, staying nice and springy too. Something that Genpet needs to take into consideration. Southpaw versus Orthodox. First clash of stances we had tonight. Big elbow there from Luke Johnson.
Into the clinch we go once again. Nice knee from Gan Pitt, but a return by Luke Johnson. This one's a war. This one is a war, and it did not need much prep time to get here.
Genpet with a feint. Luke though with the left hand. Genpet going downstairs with the right low kick. Big uppercut there from Genpet. Wow.
2 fights in a row I've seen an uppercut in the sport of Muay Thai. This is brilliant, Ali.
Let's see them more often. Genpet going in for the right uppercut again on the right hand.
I mean, that uppercut seems to have startled Luke Johnson momentarily. And again with the uppercut. Into the clinch we go once again. And that nullifies the hands of Gan Pitt momentarily, but that's a nice knee from Gan Pitt on the inside.
Yeah, see, you're not really allowed to trap, like lock the arm in the clinch. That's deemed as a foul as well, but I think the referee, I think it was that tight and the referee not seeing it. Body kick there by Genpet, losing his balance there from a retaliation shot from Luke Johnson.
I'm sure the referee saw it, Ali, because Chris Punto, he sees it all.
Yeah, very active referee, done 3 events in a row, Kevin.
I think he's seen into my future as well. And that's another nice knee and a huge elbow from Gan Pitt. Gan Pitt now taking control of this. I mean, he weathered the storm in the beginning, but now looking like in full control. And unfortunately for Luke Johnson, he just missed with that kick. But that's a nice clinching position for Luke Johnson, but he's lost it.
Genpet just swimming his way out of it. You see, trying to get his arms through the guard of Luke Johnson. Got to give Luke Johnson 10 out of 10 though for the amount of effort and the heart that he's showing here. Good left hand there by Luke Johnson. Genpet taunting him onto it, saying he wants some more.
Saying it like Oliver Twist. But that was a solid shot.
Oh dear, and another mouthpiece comes out for Luke Johnson.
2 matches where the mouthpiece has escaped. Well, that's not a big problem.
I mean, this is early on. We've got a few seconds left in the round. Right kick there by Genpet, hits the arms of Luke Johnson. There's another uppercut. Right hand there from Genpet.
Final 10 seconds here in this round. And Gan Pitt, no doubt about it, is in control. And that's the end of the first round.
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Luke Johnson had a big start to that first round. But then as the fight went on, it seemed like Gan Pitt was able to weather the storm and take control. We'll see that in the replays momentarily. Here it is. Big right hand from Gan Pitt, but then the elbows from Luke Johnson time and time again. But as the fight went on, I mean, it just seemed like Gan Pitt had figured his opponent out. I mean, that's just from pure experience. I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of experience compared to Luke Johnson. I mean, 36 fights to Luke's 8. So you'd like to think that the experience is definitely paying off. And Luke Johnson's corner is saying to him in between rounds, you know, you've got to throw that left hand more. I think this is a match made in heaven, Kevin. These two not budging an inch and, you know, really happy to just slug it out between the two of them. Here we go, round 2.
Matchmaker's on point tonight. Enjoying it. See, to the midsection. Luke into the clinch. Once again. But I didn't think the clinch really favored him, quite honestly, in the first round. Thought it favored Gan Pitt a lot more. I liked Luke on the outside, especially when he was in that brawling predicament.
Left hand there by Luke. Been looking for that since the round started. And into the clinch we go. Luke's almost had the double collar tie. And trying to get a crossface here, but Gambit is being very crafty, very slippery, just making sure he keeps on staying active, moving around a lot, and taking a little step back. See there, take a little step back, create space, and land a straight knee up the middle. Real basic stuff, but the basics, they like what they say, Kevin, master the basics, and it makes your fight a lot easier.
Oh, he was trying to set those up. He was trying to set that knee up, and he managed to do so with ease.
Well, if you've got more room to work with in the clinch, especially with the knees, it can land with a lot more power. Good body shots there by Gambit.
Now Luke, I mean, he's still going forward, but dare I say, he's been walking into a lot of trouble.
He's just trying to wait for one big shot like that. Trying to club Gambit. Gambit is just being patient and timing Luke. Trying to go for one of those uppercuts. It's like it just hit the arm of Luke.
And defensively sound as well here in this round. Nice
elbow. Wow. We saw in fight number 2 where Shahin threw an upward elbow at Valley and that cut him. I'm not sure if that one cut Luke.
Wouldn't be surprised. I think the big surprise would be if he's not cut, but he is cut.
He is cut. No, he is. On the right side of his forehead.
Yeah, I mean, we said we'd be surprised if he wasn't cut, but we're not surprised now, Ali, that's for sure.
And it's in a bad spot, like we said before, from Valley in fight number 2, and from the previous fight from Marlene. If it's on above the eye, the blood going into the eye, it's just not good for your vision. Thundering elbow there again by Luke.
An elbow in return from Ganpet, who seems all fired up now. He's like a shark that smells blood.
I wonder why. Well, that's because there's blood in the water already, Kevin, from that cut.
Absolutely. He sees red. Left hand. Look at an uppercut once again from Ganpet, and again. He loves to sneak those in.
So I never really see when we've got Orthodox versus Southpaw, the Orthodox fighter throwing uppercuts. It's normally straight rights, but happy to see it though from Gambit. Good work in the clinch here from Luke. Getting his head nice and low, throwing the knees, staying active. Gambit coming forward here, walking down Luke, landing the right body kick. Luke pushing back with a bit of a rally, and that is the end of round number 2. Don't go anywhere, because round 3 is coming up next.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไปส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไปส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
There you see the cut being attended to by the corner of Luke Johnson. I mean, that was definitely the story of the round. That cut was caused from an elbow. I would love to see it once again in slow motion. Ganpet, my official scorecard anyways, he's 2 rounds up.
Our last 3 fights, we've had cuts. That in the last 2, they've really flipped the fight in that fighter's favor that's caused the cut.
I think everybody just took a look at the doctor today and thought, well, he could be doing more. And today, I'll tell you what, he's very,
Let's
very
get his
busy.
money's worth,
That's
yeah.
right.
Huge glob of Vaseline, or half a tub of Vaseline applied to the cut of Luke Johnson. I mean, he just needs to try and stick to his own strengths, doesn't he? Try and fire that left hand, try and see if he can get it to land. As soon as you get one shot to where that cut is, the blood is going to start streaming out of it. Gambit definitely has the upper hand here. I feel like on my unofficial scorecard, Kevin, Gambit is winning this fight right now. Luke needs a miracle in this 3rd round for me.
Yeah, same here. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I think Ganpet anyways is up 2 rounds.
Not to say that it's not achievable, though. It definitely is. We've seen it here plenty of times at LWC Super Champ. Here comes Luke, marauding forwards.
All it takes is one big shot. One big shot and everything changes.
Gambit on the back foot here, right body kick. There's a lot of urgency from Luke. Luke with the left elbow. And trying to swim his way through the clinch, trapping the arm of Gambit.
Gambit, I mean, he looks pretty tired right now. But at the same time, he thinks he's done enough already in the past 2 rounds, and he's going to go on full defense. That's a nice knee guard from Gambit.
Yeah, knee guard's the hardest, position in the clinch to get out of.
Well, it's the hardest thing to master too.
Yeah, that's true in itself. You've got to have a lot of strength and balance and time it as well. Jab there from Gambit. Luke with the jab. Oh, sorry, left hand back. Low kick too. Thing is, Lucas just follow it. We say this a lot. Lucas following Gambit though. He's not cutting him off. This shows the inexperience of Luke compared to Gambit. Gambit can sense it, so he's able to set him up with his counters.
That's right. I mean, it's a big thing in Muay Thai. You can't follow your opponents. You have to cut the corners. You have to make sure that they don't have any room to move around. But Gambit, I mean, you can see right now, he's got a lot of freedom. Trapped into the corner now, though. Nice elbow from Luke Johnson.
But Luke wants to try and stay out of the clinch. Don't get me wrong, you can get knockdowns and knockouts in the clinch. But against a Thai fighter like Gambit, it's very unlikely. On the outside is where you've got to do your most damage. Luke's got a good left hand, Kevin. I want to see him land it a few more times in this round.
And into the clinch we go once again. Gambit trying to work his way on the inside. Hands on the ropes. Referee has no choice but to separate. Final minute in our fourth bout of the evening, excuse me. And it is Gambit on the back foot again. Body shot attempt from Luke Johnson. Into the clinch we go. Luke throws 2 knees to the side of the body. Don't think he'll do too much damage on Gambit.
You see again here, Luke following Gambit, swinging and missing with his left hand. Getting back inside the clinch though. Gambit just happy to tie him up and just wait on the back foot. Just pull Luke as close to him as possible. Just to nullify it, to force grits up onto to break it up with a vice grip lock there from Gambit.
Honestly though, I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Gambit here today. Never seemed like he was in any huge danger. And for most of the fight, well, he was in control.
Yeah, well, at the start, it seemed like his cage got rattled when Luke just came at him and started blitzing him with his left hands.
But he weathered the storm very nicely. And that brings the 3rd round and the fight to an end. Very impressed with Gambit here tonight, despite not getting the victory in his previous bout. I think he did more than enough to secure a victory here in this one. Let's take a look at some of the replays in that 3rd round. I mean, for the most part, Gambit was in defense mode. He thinks he's done enough after rounds 1 and 2. But of course, in a 3 rounds fight, that could sometimes not work out for you. It's a very risky tactic to do, but on my unofficial scorecard anyways, he did enough.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, we'll find out right now from Mr. Matthew Dean, who's got the official decision for you, and we'll see you in the next bout.
เอาละฮะคู่สี่วันนี้จบลงไปครับเรามาดูว่าใครจะเป็นผู้คว้าชัยชนะกลับบ้านไป ladies and gentlemen fight number 4 here has ended and we have our winner from the red corner Thailand การเพชรศูนย์กีฬาห้วยต้มครับนักชกจากจังหวัดตากครับคว้าชัยชนะในคู่4ไปแล้วเรียบร้อยครับเรียกว่าสนุกสะใจทีเดียวเลยฮะ141 ปอนด์ผ่านไปแล้วฮะต่อไปครับคู่5ของเราครับ140 ปอนด์นั่นเองครับโมร็อกโกคนนี้ครับเรียกว่าเป็นมวยใจเกินร้อยครับพร้อมลุยพร้อมบวกพร้อมแลกตลอดเวลาครับเจอกับดาวลุ่งนะฮะจากจังหวัดบุรีรัมย์ครับวัย17 ปีเท่านั้นครับคนนี้นะฮะเรียกว่าอาวุธครบเครื่องครับทั้งเตะต่อยแล้วก็วงในก็เหนียวแน่นครับจะมันยังไงรอดูสักครู่เดียวคู่5จัดไป
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand
คู่ต่อไปครับ เป็นซูเปอร์ไฟท์ในพิกัดน้ำหนัก 140 ปอนด์ครับ สนับสนุนโดยเครื่องดื่มสปอนเซอร์ครับ เรามาดูกันว่าคู่นี้จะเป็นอย่างไรบ้าง Ladies and gentlemen fight number 5 here will be fought at 140 pounds between fighters from Thailand and Morocco. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, this fighter is 19 years of age, stands 183 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 34 fights, 29 wins, and 1 draw. Training at a Petsaman gym. This is Yasser Rasafi from Morocco. The chop move number guy, Yasser Rasafi. And his opponent here, fighting out of the red corner, he is 17 years of age, stands 173 centimeters tall, with a professional fight record of 54 fights and 40 wins, with 1 draw. Please give it up for Fabichit Luke Bunmi from Buriram, Thailand. Let us talk move now, Fabichit Luke Bunmi. ส่วนกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดของคู่นี้ขอเชิญคุณอมรชัยวิสุเรศ
Referee Amon Chai is in charge of our 5th bout of the evening. It's going to be another international matchup between Thailand and Morocco. This one is going to be fought at 140 pounds. There you see the man fighting out of the red corner. He goes by the name of Fapichit Luke Bunmi, 17 years of age, 173 centimeters tall, has a total of 54 fights, 40 victories, 13 losses, and 1 draw. He is from Buriram province in northeastern part of Thailand and currently trains out of Luke Bunmi.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner is Yasser Rasafi. He's 19 years old, 183 centimeters tall. 34 fights on his record, 29 victories, 4 losses, 1 draw. Trains out of the Petsaman gym, located in Pattaya, and he's representing Morocco.
Now, the last time these two actually competed here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium, they both are coming off losses. Fapichit Lubunmi actually lost to one of the main event participants here tonight, and that is Hamid Masood. That's right, Fapichit lost to him on points. As for his opponent, Yasser Rasafi, he lost by knockout to Shaw Klong Ja from South Korea.
How did you know he was from South Korea?
I know who he is.
Wow. Well, you want Muay Thai results, so I understand. So now I know why.
Thank you very much.
There you go. That's why. Jeez, encyclopedia is sitting right next to me here, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
just don't know if I pronounced it correctly. That's all.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You said his name. You knew exactly where he's from. That's fine. That's enough. Okay, so don't forget, folks, Shahin, who is Yassir's teammate, won the 3rd place in the known Chayo tournament. And that man right there, Adam Benoit, has won a stadium tournament here. So a lot of experience. Adam Benoit, known for his power. And definitely one of the better fighters fighting out of Petsaman at the moment. Along with the likes of Parham Garati. And a few other good stablemates. It's not a bad gym down in Pattaya.
That's a lovely gym.
Bit more experience though on the side of Farbachit. Farbachit with 20 more fights compared to Yassir's 34. But Yassir on our stat sheet right here has got a 10 centimeter height advantage. So let's see how these two are going to match up. Here's round number 1.
Farbachit, still very young at age, but a lot more experience than Yassir Rasafi.
That does give you a big advantage. I mean, we saw that in our previous bout.
Oh yeah, I mean that was all experience right there that came into play.
Yeah, I mean he had almost, almost 5 times more of experience than his opponent, Genpet to Luke Johnson, and it definitely did pay off.
And I'd say Luke Johnson has more power than Genpet does.
Yeah, no, I agree. Much more natural, 141-pound fighter.
An easy start from these two. It's not like what we've seen so far here tonight, Ali.
This is almost like a traditional Muay Thai fight that you would have seen in the stadiums a long time ago.
That's right, most of the fights we've seen here tonight, well, they started off with a brawl.
Yassir's got a wicked right body kick though. So is Farbachit, but you expect that from a Thai fighter from Thailand. Yassir though, doing a really good job of just being patient, reading his opponent's reactions. And there's Farbachit with a good punch combination, landing with a body kick. Good body kick there from Farbachit on the back foot. Feints here from Farbachit too, swing and a miss.
Farbachit, you know, sometimes the biggest criticism I have about him is that he's just on the back foot a little bit too much sometimes. He doesn't take too much risk. He plays it safe quite a lot.
Yeah, sometimes that can really go against you.
I mean, in a 5-round fight, maybe it can work out, but in a 3-round fight where you're here and seeing the fans, may not be the best of ideas, but that was a solid dig to the midsection by Yassir.
Yeah, but a real stalemate though at times. Referee Amunchai with some red has really got his work cut out for him, trying to make sure the action keeps going.
Deep to the midsection by Yassir Rasafi. Missing this time, but when you see Farbachit looking to throw at that elbow.
Inside the clinch though, good work from Farbachit. Keeping his head nice and low. Good right body kick there from Farbachit, and Yassir just missing with the low kick, but landing with the left hook. I think he just hit the shoulder though of Farbachit. Clock winding down, we've got less than 20 seconds to go in the first round.
Farbachit, I mean, in my opinion, still playing it too safe. I mean, if he doesn't do something in the second round, he might fall really far behind. That's a nice hook once again.
Yeah,
from
good.
Yassir.
And there he goes down! Down he goes! Farbachit! That left hook landed several times, and the last one putting Farbachit down for a count. And that is the end of the first round. What a way to finish it. Don't go anywhere, folks. Don't change that channel. We'll see you in round 2.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
go, coming into the second round of action, and the big story in the first round was that knockdown caused by Yassir Rasafi, and that was towards the end of the round, a round in which I thought Yassir Rasafi was winning anyways, but that knockdown will be a good boost.
Yeah, that knockdown solidified it. I mean, that's the only real big news from that round. That left hook, he kept on landing, and it just took the last shot to put Farpachit right down to the canvas. I mean, it was a very slow start from both fighters. They were both very inactive, both a bit hesitant to engage, and then finally Yassir started to let his hands go and scored that knockdown. So let's see if Farpachit can recover from it, or if Yassir can take advantage of that and get another knockdown or a stoppage in round two. We haven't had a stoppage yet, Kevin. We already had a knockdown on the card tonight.
Yeah, but that was the first caused by Yassir Rasafi. And now is the time that Farpachit needs to start going forward. He can't do what he did in the first round. Just too inactive. Didn't do enough. And here this round is looking like it's going to be more of the same.
Just waiting too long.
He has to be first. He can't be second anymore. What is he doing?
It's almost like he's ball watching in football, you know. You just waiting the game, watching the game play out in front of you, which is not good.
Either that, he's waiting for a taxi. I don't know what's going on with Farpachit, but this is not going to win you the fight, brother.
Yeah, this isn't a taxi stand. It's not a bus stop. This is a fight. This is Lumpini Boxing Stadium. You got to leave it all in there.
People are watching you all across the country right now. You need to put a stamp on your name, on your gym. And that's a nice kick across the back of Farpachit.
Yeah, you can see Adam Benoit in the corner just urging Yassir to come forward a bit more. You see him landing that left hook, swing and a miss there by Farpachit. Bit of a slow pace. This is the stalemate we don't want between these two. Good positioning here in the clinch there by Yassir, putting his head nice and low into the neck, into the shoulder of Farpachit. Farpachit posturing himself up, getting out of it.
So here in the second round, I understand when you see it from Yassir Rasafi, but I just don't get it from Farpachit. I mean, there's no time for him to waste. He needs to get on this horse and ride.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that this is frustrating you. I mean, it's frustrating.
It is.
Frustrating me, yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, don't you want to win the fight? If you didn't want to win the fight, why didn't you stay down? Simple as that. Just stay down in the first round. Don't get back up. Stop wasting everybody's time. He's fighting still.
Yeah, he installed. I'm surprised the referee hasn't brought them into the middle and said, we need to see more action.
Yassir doesn't have to do a thing. He's ahead in this round too. You know, that's the thing about counter fighters and these whole technical fighters sometimes. You know, they don't have any other way to fight but that one way. And then all of a sudden they get knocked down and that's it. My one game plan has gone out the window.
You heard it here first, folks, from the man, the myth, the legend, Muay Thai Results, Kevin Amelin. He's got a good point, though.
Thank you.
You have got a real good point. Sometimes counter fighters in three-round Muay Thai, fast-paced Muay Thai, it just doesn't work, and we're seeing why from Farpachit. Yassir, though, needs to try and go in for the kill and not worry about the counters too much, because Farpachit's cage definitely been round again with that left hook.
I mean, all those technical aficionados, they can say what they want, but here's a fact. He was knocked down and now he's not doing anything. That is a fact. And that is the end of a very frustrating round number 2.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Here we go, coming into the third and final round of our 5th bout of the evening. And Ali, it wasn't that close. I mean, how can you give the round to someone who hasn't worked hard for it?
Yeah, I mean, man, I feel your frustration 100%. And it was a bit of a frustrating round, really, on both sides. See that left hook getting landed. The left hook was what caused the knockdown at the end of the first round. Surprised that Yassir didn't go in with a bit more urgency to finish the job. Just happy to trade and do his own counter work. Good left elbow there from Yassir. Great textbook step in left elbow. I mean, you've got to hope, and this is the key word in this sentence here, Kevin. You've got to hope that Fabicic is going to come out guns blazing with a bit more urgency, but I doubt it.
Yep. I mean, I do hope so. That's all I will say right now. I think I let everybody know my feelings in the second round.
Yep.
Which I thought he was meant to go forward and meant to go all out.
It's okay. Here we go, round 3, third and final round. Let's see if Yassir can get a stoppage here, or can Fabicic rip up the script that Yassir has already written his way to victory with.
And Fabicic doing a lot of technical Muay Thai right now, Ali.
Too much technical Muay Thai.
Yep. I think he's just overthinking it now.
Overthinking it, and this is a problem that we see a lot here in Thailand, where certain fighters just get stuck in their old ways, and they can't adjust. Especially fighters like Fabicic, you're being too technical. You need to adjust here.
Yassir Rasafi, I mean, he's quite sure that he's got the lead right now, and I don't blame him. Why risk anything against the counter fighter?
Huge right elbow there from Yassir. And right there from Yassir. This is a bit
beautiful.
better.
That was beautiful from Yassir.
Starting to let his hands go now, take some more risks.
He has to. And then he does
He
nothing.
can.
Sorry?
I mean,
Fabicic.
Yassir, I mean, he can take some more risks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why not? Fabicic is just waiting a little bit too long, overthinking. It's another thing that we see a lot in Muay Thai. When you've got the overthinkers, they're almost like ball watchers in football. You can't do that. You need to stay proactive.
But why
just take your chances?
But why would you take any risk now if you're Yassir Rasafi? I mean, he's pretty much got 2 rounds. It is Fabicic has nothing to lose.
I'd say, why not? Go for it. I mean, there is Fighter of the Night awards here at the Lumpini Stadium for this show.
And it allows him to do something new.
We're just over a minute to go here in the third and final round. Coming up next will be our main event of the evening. That's over 5 rounds. And the fight after that will be Win Ubon taking on Sam Land, Saw Neom Sap for the Nernchayo 134-pound tournament title.
That is our last fight of the evening. However, our main event is coming up next, and that's going to be Gaisid Papajansi taking on Hamid Masood, 141 pounds, and that's going to be 5-round Muay Thai.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. And this one is almost over. We're approaching the 30-second mark. Yassir on the back foot.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job today, but you can't fault Yassir Rasafi for anything at all. He had a game plan, he fought to it, scored the knockdown. I'm not taking any gigantic risk now, and why should he? That's a beautiful right hand from Yassir Rasafi.
But you're hearing you look at his corner, Rasafi, and they're saying to him, come on, finish the job here. Start letting your hands go against this guy.
I think he could have done so. No, he's taunting Fabicic. That's the end of the third and final round. Great display from Yassir Rasafi. Scored the first knockdown of the night. Beautifully done. And as for his opponent, Fabicic Lukbanmi, still a lot to learn. Have to remember, he's just 17 years of age, but at the same time, he's had 54 fights.
Yeah, I mean, just goes to show sometimes experience doesn't give you an advantage in a fight like this. So you take a look at some of the replays here. Good catch there by Yassir, and then coming back with a low kick as a counter. Overhand right from Yassir as well on the replay. As soon as Fabicic was throwing that body kick. We'll take it up to Matthew Dean for our official announcement.
Congratulations to our winner from Morocco here, Yassir Rasafi. ขอบคุณนักชกจากบุรีรัมย์ด้วยครับฟ้าพิชิตลูกบุญมีครับถือว่าสู้กันเต็มที่เลยนะฮะในคู่นี้แต่ในคู่ต่อไปครับเราจะกลับมาพร้อมพิกัดน้ำหนัก 141 ปอนด์ครับแต่คราวนี้เป็นการชกแบบมวยไทยออริจินัลครับ5 ยกเต็มครับ ใครจะเป็นผู้ชนะระหว่างนักชกอิหร่านครับอาวุธครบเครื่องทั้งหมัดเท้าเข่าและศอกครับพร้อมที่จะลุยเดินหน้าเต็มที่ครับเจอกับนักชกจากกำแพงเพชรครับไกรสิทธิ์ปอประจันศรีครับนักชกจอมเก๋าจอมโหดที่เรารู้จักกันดีอยู่แล้วครับรอดูสักครู่เดียวกับผู้6จัดไป
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย
สวัสดีครับแฟนๆ LWC Super Champ ทั่วประเทศไทยนะครับช่วงเวลานี้ก่อนจะเข้ามวยคู่เอกนะครับเราจะได้รู้แล้วนะครับว่ามุมแดงหรือมุมน้ำเงินนะครับจะเป็นผู้ชนะนะฮะแต่วันนี้มุมทางด้านขวาผมครับเต้จาก RS Mall และมาพร้อมกับคุณป้องจากสุกายะในมุมด้านซ้าย
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับคุณป้องครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
และแน่นอนนะครับสุกายะคุณผู้ชมรู้กันเป็นอย่างดีอยู่แล้วนะครับหลายๆท่านนะครับมีหลายอาการเลยนะครับโอ้โหปวดเคล็ดขัดย่อนะครับทั้งกล้ามเนื้อทั้งข้อต่อเส้นเอ็นกระดูกนะครับปวดไมเกรนปวดทุกอย่างเลยคุณผู้ชมครับใช้สุกายะแล้วหายมันยังมีอาการอะไรอีกบ้างคุณป้องที่สามารถใช้สุกายะช่วยดูแลอาการเหล่านี้ได้ครับ
ตัวนี้นะคะมันเป็นสูตรเข้มข้นออกฤทธิ์ไวเห็นผลเร็ว
ครับ
และมันครบจบในขวดเดียว
ครับ
เพราะมันดูแลทั้งกระดูกเส้นเอ็นและกล้ามเนื้อ
นี่ไง
เข้มข้นทุกหยดปวดหลังใช่ไหมคะ
ครับ
ทาที่หลังไปเลย หลังชาหลังเป็นตะคริว
ครับ
ปวดตรงไหล่ขึ้นเป็นก้อนขึ้นเป็นลูกเป็น
ครั
ผั
บ
งผืดปวดเส้นคอตึง
ครับ
ลามมาปวดหัวปวดไมเกรน
ปวดไมเกรน
เบ้าตา บาง
ครับ
คนล้าวลงขาเข่าบวมเข่าชา
ครับ
ขาเป็นตะคริวขาเป็นรองช้
โอ้โห
ำเอาสุกายะทาไปเลยค่ะ
โอ้โห เอาเป็นว่าตั้งแต่หัวจะรดเท้าอะนะครับ แต่อย่าไปทาในลูกตาแล้วกันนะฮะ
ค่ะ
แต่ถึงแม้ว่าคนที่จะปวดบริเวณเบ้าตานี่ก็ยังทาได้นะฮะ เพราะว่า
ใช่
ไม่ได้แสบร้อน
ถูกต้องค่ะ เพราะฉะนั้นนะคะ ใครใช้อะไรมาไม่หาย ปิดจบด้วยสุกายะสูตรเข้มข้นเลยนะคะ
ครับ
และวันนี้โปรโมชั่นแรงมาก
ครับ
ๆ เพราะปกติขายข้างนอกขวดหนึ่ง390 บาทกับ
ครับผม
400 4 ขวดพัน
ครับ
แต่เฉพาะวันนี้จะให้ 8 ขวด แถมเบิ้ลไปเลยอีก 8 ขวด
โอ้โห
แล้วก็ยังมีแหวนองค์หลวงปู่ทวดเหยียบน้ำทะเลจืด
ครับ
รุ่นแคล้วคลาดปลอดภัย วันเนี้ยมีมาแค่100 วง
ครับ
และเราทำมาเพื่อ LWC เท่านั้น
โอ้โห
ปกติพี่เต้
ครับ
4 ขวดพัน
ครับ
แต่วันนี้ 16 ขวด 1,199 บาท
โอ้โห มาอีกแล้ว แล้ววันนี้พิเศษด้วยนะครับ มีแหวนหลวงปู่ทวดแบบนี้นะครับ ให้ไปเลยนะฮะ ทั้งเซตนี้นะครับ 8 แถม 8 นี่ราคานี่4-5,000 บาทนะคุณผู้ชมครับ แต่วันนี้เอาแหวนหลวงปู่ทวดไปด้วยนะครับ เบอร์นี้เบอร์เดียวครับ RS m o x 1781 โทรตอนนี้ต้องโทรตอนนี้นะครับ คุณผู้ชมหลาย ๆ ท่านนะฮะ เคยเจอมาแล้ว
ใช่
โทรมาหลังมวยจบไม่มีนะฮะ เพราะฉะนั้นต้องโทรตอนนี้เท่านั้นเลยนะครับ
ใช่
แต่หลาย ๆ คนก็สงสัยเหมือนกันว่าอ้าวแล้วไอ้น้ำมันนวดที่บ้านอยู่เนี่ยนะฮะ
ค่ะ
ที่นวดดีอยู่แล้วเนี่ยน้ำมันเหลืองน้ำมันเขียวน้ำมันขาวนะครับโอ้ยมันก็ดีอยู่แล้ว แล้วทำไมต้องใช้สุกายะด้วยมันดีกว่ายังไงครับคุณป้อง
อันดับแรกนะคะสุกายะเขาเป็นสูตรแรง
ครับ
สูตรเข้มข้น ออกฤทธิ์ไวเห็นผลในครั้งแรกที่ใช้
อ้อบ
างคนปวดมาทั้งเดือนไม่หาย
ค
ครับ ว้าสุกายะเอาไปทา ครั้ง 2 ครั้งแกบอกเบาสบายหายป
ครั
วด
บ
ทั้งเดือน
อ้อ
มันเย็นลึกเข้าเส้น เย็นลึกเข้ากระดูก
ครับ
หลายคนบอกว่าไม่แสบร้อนเผาผิวเลยเย็นสบาย
นี่เดี๋ยว
ตัว
ถ่าย
นี้
ดู
นะคะตรงไหนที่นี่พี่เต้เพิ่งไปตีเทนนิสออกกำลังกายมาปวดกระดูกกล้ามเนื้อ เลยบอกว่าให้พี่เต้เอาตัวนี้ทาไปเลย แล้วมันไม่โกงหน้าผิวมันซึมลึกเข้าเส้น ซึมลึกเข้าผิวหนัง เพราะฉะนั้นเป็นยังไงคะพี่เต้
คือผมว่าส่วนสำคัญที่สุดนะฮะถึงแม้มันจะเป็นน้ำมันนวด แต่ความแตกต่างจากน้ำมันเขียวน้ำมันเหลืองน้ำมันขาวที่พ่อแม่ใช้อยู่เนี่ยคือมันไม่ได้มันเยิ้ม
ใช่
มันไม่ได้ไปแบบเลอะเทอะเสื้อผ้า มันเป็นเหมือนนาโนนะฮะทาไปปุ๊บเนี่ยโอ้โหมันซึมเข้าเส้นซึมเข้าไปกระดูกเลยนะฮะแล้วก็มันเย็นสบายๆแล้วที่สำคัญที่สุด กลิ่นหอมนะฮะกลิ่นกาสลอง
ชื่นใจนะ
หอมชื่นใจมาก
เพระฉะนั้นใครใช้ก็มั่นใจ
ครับ
มีรางวัลการันตีนะคะ
ครับผม
วันนี้รางวัลที่เรารับรางวัลกันมาเพียบไม่ว่าจะเป็นรางวัล Best Product Award
นี่ไง
นะคะ
โอ้โห
รางวัลสมุนไพรดีเด่น
ครับ
เพราะฉะนั้นใครที่ใช้ให้มั่นใจ มีออยปลอดภัย อายุเยอะไม่ต้องกลัวแสบตาหูจมูกปาก
ครับ
เป็นสินค้าขายดีมากๆถล่มทลาย
ครับ
เพราะขนาดคุณหมอประสานนะคะ อยู่
ฮะ
โพธารามราชบุรี
แกเป็นหมอนวด
แกเป็นหมอนวดแผ
ครับ
นไทย แกยังใช้กายภาพนวดรักษาคนไข้ที่มาหา
โอ้โห
บางคนเป็นเส้นเลือดตีบบางคนต้องทำกายภาพ
ครับ
แกจะเอาสุกายะนี่แหละค่ะทานวดรักษากายภาพ
ครับ
รวมไปถึงบางคนนอนติดเตียง แผลกดทับต่างๆ แกจะใช้
อ๋อ
ในการนวดเส้นนวดกระดูก
ครับ
คนที่มาหาผ่อนคลายมาก ย้ำโปรนิดนึงนะคะ วันนี้โป
ครั
ร
บผม
แรงจริง ๆ ปกติ 4 ขวดพัน วันนี้ 16 ขวด 1,199 บาท
โอ้โห
และยังไม่พอแถมแหวนที่เราสั่งทำขึ้น
ครั
พิ
บ
เศษนะคะ นี่คือแหวนหลวงปู่ทวด เหยียบน้ำทะเลจืด รุ่นแคล้วคลาดปลอดภัยมีแค่100 วงเท่านั้นนะคะ
เอารีบๆโทรกันเลยนะครับอย่ามัวแต่ฟังเพลินนะครับ RS b o X 1781นะครับสุกายะวันนี้8แถม86ขวดไม่พอนะครับเอาแหวนหลวงปู่ทวดไปด้วยให้ไปเลยนะครับแต่ต้องโทรตอนนี้ RS b o X 1781 4-5,000ไม่ต้องจ่ายแค่ 1,199 บาทโทรตอนนี้ด่วนๆที่ RS b o X 1781ทุกออเดอร์ส่งฟรีบริการส่งถึงหน้าบ้านไม่มีเก็บเงินอะไรเพิ่มเติมนะฮะใครอยากจะเก็บเงินไปลายทางก็บอก call center ได้เลยโทรตอนนี้ที่ RS b o X 1781ครับ
ส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ
กลับมาอยู่กับผมแมทธิวที่ LWC Super Champ วันนี้ฮะในคู่ต่อไปครับเป็นมวยไทย 5 ยกครับ ในศึกมวยไทยซูเปอร์ไฟท์141 ปอนด์ครับ เป็นคู่เอกของรายการครับ ซึ่งสนับสนุนโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยครับ หรือ Sport Authority of Thailand นะคะร่วมส่งเสริมนักกีฬามวยไทยครับ สร้างอาชีพที่มั่นคง และยกระดับการแข่งขันสู่สากลครับ Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening, fight number 6 at 141 pounds, will be fought over 5 rounds of Muay Thai action. Let's meet our first fighter here, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter is 26 years of age, stands 180 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 19 fights with 13 wins and 3 draws. Training at a Team Bugena Muay Thai. This is Hamid Masood from Iran. They get a choke boom to Hamid Masood. And his opponent here fighting out of the red corner. He is 27 years of age, stands 177 centimeters tall, with a professional fight record of 91 fights, 66 wins, and 5 draws. ถ้าพร้อมแล้วขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับกายสิทธิ์ปอประจันศรี from Thailand.และโชว์จากมุมแดงครับจากกำแพงเพชรกายสิทธิ์ปอประจันศรีและกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดบนเวทีขอเชิญคุณพิเชษฐ์กหกสิทธิ์
Referee Pichet Kahakaset is in charge of our main event of the evening. This will be fought in 5 rounds Muay Thai. 141 pounds international matchup between Thailand and Iran. Introducing first, a very familiar face here on LWC Super Champ. We see him, well, almost every single month. It is Gayasit Papajansi, 27 years of age, 177 centimeters tall, has a total of 91 fights, 66 victories, 20 losses, and 5 draws. He trains out of Bopajhansi, and he's from Gampang Phet province.
And his opponent in the blue corner is Hamid Masood. He is 26 years old, 180 centimeters tall, 19 fights on his record, 13 victories, 3 defeats, and 3 draws. Trains out a team Buhuman, which is located in Pattaya City, Pattaya, Thailand, and he is representing Iran.
Something tells me that graphic was wrong. I don't think he's 26. No, 20 years of age. I think he's 26.
Yeah, well, we'll go off of what we got.
I think it'd make more sense, Ali.
So Hamid Masood winning on points in his last fight on LWC Super Chen against Farpichit Lukbunmi, who was the fighter that fought in our previous bout that lost to Yasir Rasafi.
And no surprises there. Hamid Masood looking for a victory here tonight against the very experienced Gayasit Bopajhansi.
Yeah, and he's a very good technical fighter, Gayasit. So you got to wonder, real clash of styles here between these two. I mean, fighting a technical fighter like Gayasit, you just got to try and make sure he doesn't control the pace, doesn't get a good flow, doesn't get a good rhythm going. Really good at controlling the fight with his body kicks. Very good in the clinch too, good composure. Hamid Masood looks like he's a little bit taller than Gayasit. So let's see what he can do, how he can overcome a technical fighter like Gayasit. Don't forget, this is 5 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai.
Now, I would make the guess, due to Gayasit's style, I think this is going to be a very technical matchup. If it does go the entire 5 rounds, I can see Gayasit sort of taking this one. But if it does, if a knockout does occur, I see it going to Hamid Masood.
Yeah, I have to agree. Normally in 5-round Muay Thai across stadiums and shows in Thailand, the Thai fighters take the first 2 rounds to sort of warm up and just read their opponent, get their timing right. There's other powers that be that control that influence on the outside of the ring. We don't have that here at the moment. So every single round here is scored the exact same. So one of these two will win this round somehow. The judges do have their own scoring criteria. I mean, they're looking for, the fighter that throws the most Muay Thai weapons, the accurate shots, the ones that, cause the most effects, the damage, the aggression.
The accuracy, let's not forget about that.
Yeah,
Very important.
Yeah, it said that. The accurate shots too.
You did. But yes, fists, knees, elbows, and kicks, of course.
But I'm surprised, really, Hamid Masood on the back foot. Maybe because this is a 5-round fight, though, Kevin.
Yeah, and I can understand that. We've seen many fights here tonight that have gone the distance. 3-round Muay Thai, of course. And a lot of people, well, they do get tired as the match does progress. But here, Hamid Masood, well, he's taking his time, and why not? The last thing he wants to do is tire himself out.
Hamid Masood moving himself into center ring. Gayasit still holding center ring, though. I mean, it's good to control the center of the ring. It's almost like having the high ground on a battlefield. You have a lot of a big advantage. Got a lot of room to work with, but there are some fighters that like to fight on the outside, that like to, use the ropes, use the outside of the ring to their best advantage. Switch of stances here for Hamid Masood and switching back to orthodox.
Yeah, but I like this pacing from Hamid Masood. Gayasit, on the other hand, lots of experience, as we mentioned, and he certainly does know how to pace himself in a 5-round fight. We've seen it time and time again.
Well, we've seen him fight also in the tournament format here, where he's, had 2 fights in one night and won, both of them. So a lot of experience going in favor of Gayasit. He had 91 fights compared to Hamid Masood's 19.
And that being professional.
Yeah,
like
well, that's the ones that
mentioned.
he can remember.
That's right. And that's the end of the first round.
ใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Here we go, coming to the second round of action. More activity from Gaia Sit there in the first round, but honestly, we haven't seen either of them at 100% just yet. You can understand why. It is a 5-round fight. That first round, more of a chess match, more of both athletes trying to gain an understanding of each other. Second round, no doubt about it, things will start to pick up. But what surprised me is that Gaia Sit was the more active fighter there in the first round.
Yeah, no, he definitely was. Hamid Masood being a bit more hidden in the first round. There wasn't a lot going on in that round, but yeah, I think Gaia Sit did just edge it. We go round at number 2. We are set for 5 if we go the distance. Got Gaia Sit representing Thailand in the red corner, Hamid Masood representing Iran in the blue corner.
Bajansi Jim taking on Team Bugunam.
Both fighters in the orthodox stance. Gaia Sit, high guard, just staying ready, staying patient, missing with the low kick. I love the low kicks though as a rangefinder. You can just pull them back straight away. There's a thunderous right body kick there by Gaia Sit.
And Gaia Sit being the one to push forward once again. And that's very unlike Gaia Sit. Gaia Sit, we tend to see him on the back foot. Of course, you know what they say. If one goes forward, the other one goes back. If one goes back, the other one goes forward, I should say.
Teep here from Gaia Sit now. Teep again, a very good rangefinder, swing and a miss from Hamid.
Yeah, the Teep, a great attack, I would say, for defense and offense.
It's another technique in Muay Thai that kind of makes Muay Thai a sport you love. The Teep, like you said, very good for attacking and defending.
And it does score your points too when you land them.
And it isn't used in other combat sports as much. I mean, you've seen it sometimes in MMA where, Anderson Silva knocking out Vitor Belfort with a Teep to the face. You could call it push kicks to the face.
Yeah, funnily enough, when I first started commentating Muay Thai, of course here in Thailand, I used to call it the push kick, that's literally what it's called in English.
Yeah.
However, when I saw MMA promotions, in the West start calling it a teep, I'm saying, why am I calling it a push kick? It's a teep now.
Well, they both mean the same thing. Good punch selection there by Hamid Masood, having a bit of a smile on his face, enjoying himself in there. Pulling the kick back for Gaia Sit. Gaia Sit losing his balance. See, when you catch the kick, you can take as many steps back as you want. That was smart work there by Hamid Masood. It's when you catch it and you want to go forward, you've got to take 2 steps and strike. Big high kick there. I think Hamid Masood just losing his balance, and Gaia Sit
took advantage of it.
Took advantage of timing there as well.
Yeah, brilliant. From Gaia Sit. Oh my goodness, I thought it was going to be a foul. But thank goodness, Gaia Sit managed to steady himself and not go through with the knee, which would have been grounded. And now you can see Hamid Masood struggling to stay on his feet.
And Gaia Sit's not doing too much here. I think Hamid Masood's just been unlucky with where he's putting his feet in the ring and just slipping. Low kick there by Gaia Sit, and then into the clinch we go. He's got side control right here and pushing the head down of Hamid Masood. Hamid Masood taking a good look at the clock. We've got coming up to the 10-second mark of the second round.
Yeah, this round, I don't think there's any doubt it's been all Gaia Sit Babaganti. He's in control. And that's a nice takedown end of the second round.
ม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
And now we're coming into the third, not the final round, the third round of action for our 5-round main event. Gayasid really finding his groove and looking in control. If the first round wasn't obvious, the second round definitely was, though there was a good left hand from Hamid Masood. And that's a low kick that missed, and then Gayasid taking advantage of that situation, and why not? I don't see a foul there, and there wasn't any there as well. Good control from Gayasid.
Yeah, so it is a foul if you hit a downed opponent, and that is if their knee touches the canvas. But earlier on with a high kick, you know, Hamid Masood losing his balance.
Yeah, it was fine. I thought so anyways, from what I saw on the replay. And here we go. Round number 3 is underway. And this is where we need to see a lot more of Hamid Masood. Because we saw how good Gayasid was in that second round. Hamid Masood now needs to establish more of his dominance. Or potential dominance, I should say. Cheap attempt there from Hamid Masood. Low kick attempt, but that's a good low kick. Nice combinations put together from Hamid Masood, going low and going high.
Low kicks again here from Gayasid. Using them as he's coming into range, and when Hamid Masood is unloading with his shots. Good low kick there from Hamid Masood. Needs to be a bit more active with these low kicks. This is an important round for Hamid Masood. I feel like he's 2 rounds down at the moment, Kevin, and on my unofficial scorecard.
Yeah, me too. And I feel as if those low kicks are having a huge effect on Hamid Masood.
So's that part of the ring as well. Looks like it's quite slippery.
As you said, like Bambi on ice, right?
Especially in the blue corner today.
Low kick once again from Hamid Masood as he's on the back foot.
Again, waiting a little bit too long. Needs to start being a bit more active. Up the work rate, put his foot down a bit more. Go through the gears.
High kick, team to the midsection. Low kick again from Gayasid, but that's a good right hand from Hamid Masood.
I just got to see more of it. Hamid Masood, you've got to wonder that he's just pacing himself, Kevin, trying to make sure that he can last the longevity of the 5-round fight if it goes that far. And good clinch work there from Gayasid, taking the back of Hamid Masood.
I mean,
landing some good scoring knees.
That's why you can't throw your back to your opponent. I mean, you'll get dominated like that. Gayasid certainly did so.
Wow, big right hands there from Hamid Masood, still looking dangerous and deadly. Overhand right just grazes the face of Gayasid.
I think he actually caught Gayasid. Gayasid was on spaghetti legs momentarily. High kick attempt from him, Masood, but loses his balance.
Gayasid still coming forward, walking down Hamid Masood as he switches stances back and forth.
Left hand attempt once again from Hamid Masood. And into the clinching once again. Good knee from Gayasid. Gayasid again.
Just feel like Hamid Masood is gambling a little bit too much with his tactics. Just trying to play quality over quantity, and Gayasid is getting the better of him in most of these exchanges in this round, and even in the previous 2 rounds.
Yeah, once again, Hamid Masood taking a step back, going away from the danger. Gayasid now on full attack mode. Cross to the body, into the clinch, and that's the end of the 3rd round.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Down, another 2 to go. Hamid Masood in his corner, connected with some great hands on that man right there, guys. Popajansi, who is deciding to kick a knee more than anything else, and that's scoring him some great points. There you see more knees as Hamid Masood turned his back to his opponent, something you can't do in the sport of Muay Thai, and there were the hands. That one connected very nicely for the Iranian.
But he's got to do more for me, Kevin. I feel like Gayasit is running away with this main event right now. He's up 3 rounds on my unofficial scorecard.
Likewise. Couldn't agree more.
And here we go, 4th round coming up right now. We potentially have another round after this. After this bout, we've got the Nunchayo tournament final in 134 pounds, where winner of one will take on Sam Lam Saw Neom Sak.
And that'll be an all-Thai affair.
Whoa!
Gayasit almost falling out of the ring.
Been saved there by one of the judges, who is Kritana Bonde.
Always invested in the action, no matter where he is.
He's always in the thick of it, isn't he?
That's right.
Jumping kick there by Gayasit.
Gayasit still chasing the action. Nice teep from Gayasit.
Yeah, just when you think you're safe, Gayasit's like, no way. You didn't get the memo, I can fly.
You can see Gayasit getting a little bit frustrated, though, as his opponent goes on the back foot. And I can say the same thing for his corner as well. They're not happy with what they're seeing at the moment.
Good elbow there by Hamid. I mean, he's just trying to time Gayasit as he comes in, but trying to play the technical fighter in a technical game. It looks like, I thought for a moment there that Gayasit had a cut on his cheek, but I think that's just a bit of a battle scar from a previous battle. Not a clear cut just yet. Left hook there by Hamid, but Gayasit answering back with a very powerful low kick.
These hands are very good. Just surprised we haven't seen more of them, if I'm going to be honest.
Low kick here, body kick by Hamid Masood. Masood with a well-timed low kick that sweeps Gayasit down to the canvas. Probably the best thing Hamid Masood's done all night.
Yeah, that's a world-class technique from Hamid Masood.
But we need to see more of that though, Kevin, a lot more.
And a lot less on the back foot, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because I think he does have it in him to push forward and get the job done. But very difficult when he's in predicaments like this. Referee not liking him holding onto the ropes. Kick to the body, and again, knee. Very nice knee, connecting for Gayasit.
Before that though, 2 kicks in a row and an elbow from Gayasit. Still being the more active fighter of the two. As the clock winds down, we hit the 30-second mark for round number 4.
You saw there Hamid Masood complaining about the floor being wet once again. But Gayasit, I think he's had enough of chasing him.
That reminds me of when Fabio Pinca and Liam Harrison fought each other in England a few years ago, and the ring was very, very wet, and Liam Harrison was complaining about it a lot, but Fabio Pinca just kept his composure, maintained his focus, and was able to win on points.
Well, a wet day in England is no surprise, Ali.
In the ring, though?
That's the end of the 4th round.
มันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Here we go, coming into the fifth and final round of action for our main event of the evening. And I feel like Gaiaset has won pretty much every single round here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he's put a foot wrong. Only when he got swept by Hamid Masood in the previous round. Just don't understand what Hamid Masood is doing here. He's been on the back foot way too much, waited way too long for Gaiaset. If anything, it's almost like we're seeing just the complete polar opposite that we'd expect from these fighters, where you'd expect Hamid Masood to do what Gaiaset is doing, come forward, try and be aggressive, keep fighting on the front foot, and you'd expect Gaiaset to do what Hamid Masood is doing and be on the back foot and wait, but I guess they wanted to change things up today. But as a Thai fighter though, this is how you want to fight on Gaiaset's part. Be aggressive, be more active on the front foot. This is the fifth and final round.
Well, it's certainly been a very interesting night of Muay Thai so far, and a very entertaining one at that. Kick to the body by Gaiaset. And again.
Bit of a stalemate between these two as Hamid Masood walks backwards onto the ropes, trying to feint Gaiaset, but Gaiaset not taking the bait, not falling for it. Body kick there by Gaiaset.
Nicely done.
Hamid Masood has got a small cut on the left side of his left eyebrow.
Yep, still not doing enough. Hamid Masood.
Swaying way too long.
It is the final round. This is when he needs to start going for it. Dare I say it, but it seems like Gaiaset is just 2 steps ahead of him each time.
Maybe even more than that. Yeah. He's running away with this fight right now. He's running away with it in the distance. Hook there from Hamid Masood. Gaiaset landing with the left body kick, and Hamid Masood trying to evade it by walking backwards, but stumbles.
Going for the up kick, but missing by some distance.
Bit of a dance off here between the two fighters. Gaiaset still uses his feints on the front foot, holds center of the ring. Like I said before, it's really important to hold center of the ring, and you get so much advantage here, like Gaiaset's got right now. Hamid Masood with a punch. Final minute coming up right now of our main event. But don't go anywhere, because we're going to see in our final battle of the evening, Winubon taking on Sam Lan, Sorniom Sap for the 134-pound Nunchayo title.
Yeah, both Witiayun and Sam Lan, 2 fighters that deserve to be there. Can't wait for that one. And here we see more activity from Hamid Masood. Kicking and missing by quite some miles. Good head movement from Gaiaset to avoid that.
Final 30 seconds coming up. Gaiaset with a left body kick. Hamid Masood lifting his hand in applause, thinking that he's won, and me and Kevin are both shaking our heads in the commentary box thinking, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I guess he thinks he's won.
Swing and a miss there by Hamid Masood.
Oh, that's a nice tee from Gaiaset. That really is the exclamation mark. Left hand from Hamid Masood, and that ends the 5th and final round of our main event of the evening. A good show of sportsmanship between these two.
Really just controlled the fight where he wanted it to go, almost like He was driving Hamid Masood to the destination. Low kick there by Gayasit. And good clinch work from Gayasit too. Gayasit was way ahead in that department. That could have been the elbow that caused the cut on Hamid Masood's left eye. Left hook there by Hamid Masood on the replay as well. It just waited a little bit too long for the counter punches that didn't come to much effect. I will take off to Matthew Dean for the official decision. We'll see you in our next bout, which will be for the Anunchayo Championship.
And in our sixth bout of the evening here, going all 5 rounds of Muay Thai, we have our winner from the red corner, Thailand, Gayasit Prachansi ผู้ชนะของคู่ 6 ในวันนี้ครับชกกันครบทั้ง 5 ยกเลยนะครับเรียกว่าเดือดตั้งแต่ยกแรกจนยกสุดท้ายเลยและผ่านไปแล้วถึง 6 คู่ครับ we do have one more fight left here it is for the Gun Chayo Championship belt at 134 pounds คู่สุดท้ายวันนี้นะฮะเป็นการชิงแชมป์ครับสุวิดอมเงินชัยโยครับระหว่าง3 ล้านสอนิยมทรัพย์จากประจวบคีรีขันธ์และวิทยายุทธวินอุบลจากอุบลราชธานีใครจะเป็นแชมเปี้ยนของเราในค่ำคืนนี้รอดูสักครู่เดียว
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย Sport Authority of Thailand ความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5:30 เป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทยยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย
สะเทือนทั้งวงการมวยแน่นอนครับพี่ๆแฟนมวยทุกท่านครับวันนี้นะครับอยู่กับผมฮิมครับรับรองได้ว่าผมมีโปรโมชั่นเด็ดๆมาฝากครับใครที่มีโทรศัพท์มือถือเครื่องเก่าอยู่วันนี้หยิบโทรศัพท์มือถือเครื่องเก่าของคุณขึ้นมาแล้วกด1781ครับวันนี้ผมมีโปรโมชั่นสุดเด็ดนะครับมาแจกให้200เครื่องครับกับสมาร์ทโฟนที่อยู่ในมือผมตอนนี้ครับกับ MGT Fast รุ่น A 6.5 นะครับรองรับ 4G 5G ใช้ได้2ซิมนะครับหน้าจอกว้างขนาด 6.5 นิ้วครับและยังเป็นระบบ HD อีกด้วยครับขออนุญาตจัดโปรโมชั่นให้ฟังก่อนครับใครที่อยากจะได้โทรศัพท์มือถืออยู่แล้วปรากฏการณ์นี้สะเทือนทั้งวงการมวยอย่างที่บอกครับเพราะอะไรครับเพราะปกติแล้วราคานี่โอ้โหสูงมากนะครับ 6,000 นะครับแต่วันนี้เราไม่ขายครับวันนี้เราจัดให้จัดเต็มเลยนะครับผมนะฮะกับโทรศัพท์มือถือนะครับรุ่นนี้ถ้าเรียกไม่ถูกบอกว่าโทรศัพท์มือถือฮิมโทรศัพท์มือถือของน้องฮิมเดี๋ยวจัดให้เลยนะครับมีสีดำสีทองสีฟ้านะครับโอ้โหสีทองต้องบอกว่าสวยมากครับพร้อมของแถมอีกเยอะแยะมากมายนะครับไม่ต้องไปหาซื้อเพิ่มไม่ว่าจะเป็นอะแดปเตอร์สายชาร์จหูฟังนะครับเคสใสฟิล์มใสฟิล์มกระจกนะครับและกระเป๋าแบบคละสีไว้ออกกำลังกายครับวันนี้จัดเต็มครับรับประกันอีก1ปีเต็มๆรับประกันอีก1ปีเต็มๆจัดไปเลยครับรีบโทรมาที่ RS More X 1781 RS More X 1781นะครับส่งฟรีทั่วไทยมีบริการเก็บเงินปลายทางอ้าวมาดูนะฮะสเปคของโทรศัพท์มือถือเครื่องนี้กันต่อครับต้องบอกเลยว่ากล้องนะครับผมจัดเลยนะฮะกล้องหน้านี่เขาบอกให้ไปเลยนะครับ8 ล้านพิกเซลนะครับส่วนกล้องหลังนี่ให้ไปเลยนะครับโอ้โห13 ล้านพิกเซลนะครับโอ้โหต้องบอกว่าถ่ายออกมาชัดเจนมากๆผมถ่ายแล้วผมชอบมากเลยนะครับยังไม่พอนะครับผมนะฮะหน้าจอนี่แบ่งออกมาเป็นนะครับ 2 จอได้อีกด้วยนะครับวันนี้คุณจะดูมวยโอ้โหกำลังมันเลย แต่ต้องตอบแชทลูกค้าครับทำยังไงดีหรือต้องตอบแชทแฟนโอ้โหไม่อยากจะพลาดมวยอ่ะทำยังไงวันนี้แบ่งไปเลย2 หน้าจอนะครับผมดูมวยไปด้วยตอบแชทตอบแฟนไปด้วยสบายครับยังนี่ของดีของเด็ดครับที่บอกว่าใส่ได้2 ซิมนะครับผมนะฮะใส่ได้ไปเลย2 ซิมรองรับทั้ง 4G 5G นะครับส่วนแรมครับบางคนบอกโอ้โหกลัวจะไม่ลื่นแรมให้ไปถึง4 กิกเยอะมากนะครับส่วนรอมครับความจุในการเก็บถึง64 กิกะไบต์ครับผมแล้วก็เป็นระบบปฏิบัติการแบบควอดคอร์ครับเพราะฉะนั้นใครที่สนใจอยากจะได้อ่ะเดี๋ยวจัดเลยแล้วกันกับโปรโมชั่นเน้นให้อีกทีตอนนี้เหลือ100 สายแล้วคุณผู้ชมเหลือ100 สายแล้วคุณผู้ชมวันนี้นะครับสีฟ้าสีทองสีดำนะครับและได้ของแถมไปทั้งอะแดปเตอร์สายชาร์จหูฟังนะครับเคสสายฟิล์มกระจกรับประกันอีก1 ปีแถมกระเป๋าคาดอกแบบนี้ราคาจาก 5,000 กว่าบาทครับปกตินี่โอ้โหขายนะครับผมราคาโปรโมชั่นที่อยู่ที่ 2,990 3,000 อ่ะวันนี้ผมจัดให้100 เครื่องสุดท้ายแล้วนะครับ100 เครื่องสุดท้ายแล้ว 1,990 บาท 1,990 บาทฟังไม่ผิดรีบโทรเลย RS Mall X 1781ส่งฟรีทั่วไทยมีบริการเก็บเงินปลายทางครับที่สำคัญนะครับผมวันนี้ครับกับโทรศัพท์เครื่องนี้บางคนบอกชาร์จแบตบ่อยไหมไม่ต้องกลัวดูมวยกันมันๆไปเลยตอบแชทลูกค้ากันมันๆไปเลยเพราะอะไรครับสามารถใช้ได้นะครับผมถึง 3,500 มิลลิแอมเปิดนะครับคุยโทรศัพท์ยังคุยได้ 3-5 ชั่วโมงเลยนะครับเปิดค้างไว้นี่ได้เป็นวันๆนะคุณผู้ชมครับแบตเตอรี่อึดขนาดนี้รออะไรครับผมนะฮะราคานี้ครับ 1,990 ขอขยี้ราคา 1,990 50 สายสุดท้าย50 สายสุดท้าย50 สายสุดท้ายเลือกเลยนะครับโทรศัพท์มือถือของฮิมนะครับต้องบอกว่าจัดเต็มนะครับ 1,990 RS Mall X 1781อ่ะวันนี้ครับแล้วปลดล็อกยังไงล่ะฮิมกลัวปลดล็อกไม่ได้ปลดล็อกหน้าจอนะครับปลดล็อกด้วยสแกนใบหน้าปลดล็อกด้วยลายนิ้วมือปลดล็อกด้วยนะฮะรหัสของคุณนะครับและระบบปฏิบัติการวันนี้โอ้โหต้องจัดเต็มอย่างที่บอกว่า CPU นะครับควอดคอขนาดนี้รับประกัน1 ปีอ่ะเลือกสีก่อนครับคุณผู้ชมครับสีทองนะใกล้หมดแล้วสีทองใกล้หมดแล้วเอาสีทองสีดำสีฟ้าเลือกสักสีหนึ่งแล้วก็ยังมีนะครับสายชาร์จอะแดปเตอร์นะครับผมนะฮะหูฟังเคสใสฟิล์มกระจกฟิล์มใสนะครับกระเป๋าคาดอกคละสีแบบนี้นะฮะจัดเต็มเลยนะครับผมจากราคานะครับ 5,000 กว่าบาทวันนี้ไม่ต้องจ่ายครับ RS Mall X ใจดีครับจัดให้พี่ๆแฟนมวยครับ 1,990 บาท 1,990 บาทรับประกันอีก1 ปีเต็มๆส่งฟรีทั่วไทยมีบริการเก็บเงินปลายทางของถึงหน้าบ้านก่อนค่อยจัดกันนะฮะคุณผู้ชมครับของดีขนาดนี้ของแถมเยอะขนาดนี้จะรออะไรครับรีบโทรเลยนะครับเพราะว่าโปรโมชั่นนี้ไม่ได้มาบ่อยๆเพราะปกติเนี่ยนะครับโปรโมชั่นนี้อ่ะลองย้อนไปดูครับ 2,990 แน่นอนแต่วันนี้ฮิมมาทั้งทีนะครับ25 เครื่องสุดท้าย25 เครื่องสุดท้ายครับสิ่งที่คุณจะได้ไปโทรศัพท์มือถือฮิมนะครับพี่ๆแฟนมวยครับวันนี้จัดเลยนะครับโทรศัพท์มือถือสมาร์ทโฟนเครื่องนี้นะครับเลือกเลยสีทองสีดำสีฟ้านะครับของแถมนี่ไม่ต้องไปหาซื้อหน้าตู้ครับอะแดปเตอร์สายชาร์จหูฟังนะครับฟิล์มใสเคสใสนะครับและฟิล์มกระจกรับประกัน1 ปีเต็มๆนะครับวันนี้นะครับ 1,990 บาท 1,990 บาทรีบโทรมาครับ RS Mall 1781
Ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, and beg for forgiveness for making you cry, making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Oh, some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human. That's all it takes to put the blame on me.
ถึงเวลาที่เราจะส่งท้ายวันนี้ฮะด้วยการชิงแชมป์พิกัดน้ำหนัก 134 ปอนด์ในศึกมวยรอบเงินชัยโยประกันเงินด่วนครบจบที่เงินชัยโยครับอย่าลืมนะฮะในช่วงนี้ครับซื้อประกันรถกับเงินชัยโยครับสามารถผ่อนได้ 0% ครับนานสูงสุด 24 เดือนครับแถมฟรีพรบสูงสุดถึง 2 ปีนะครับใครสนใจก็สแกน QR code ที่อยู่หน้าจอทุกท่านตอนนี้กันได้เลยครับหรือไม่ก็ติดต่อเงินชัยโยทุกสาขาในประเทศไทยได้เลยถึงเวลาที่เราจะมาชิงกันเรามาพบกับนักมวยทั้งสองท่านกันเลย Ladies and gentlemen our final fight of the evening is for the Ngan Chayo 134-pound championship belt. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter is 27 years of age, stands 173 centimeters tall, with a fight record of 70 fights, 51 wins, and 2 draws. ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับสามล้านซอนิยมศัพท์ from ประจวบคีรีขันธ์ Thailand.
ไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยนี่เงินไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยไทยโย ไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยนี่เงินไทยโยไทยโยไทยโย
และนักชกจากมุมน้ำเงินครับสามล้านซอนิยมศัพท์ And his opponent here fighting out of the red corner. He is 28 years of age, stands 175 centimeters tall, with a professional fight record of 88 fights, 66 wins, and 3 draws. ถ้าพร้อมแล้วขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับวิทยายุทธวินอุบล from Thailand.
ไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยนี่เงินไทยโยไทยโยไทยโยไทยโย
และนี่คือนักชกจากมุมแดงครับวิทยายุทธวินอุบล
ไทยโยไทยโย
และกรรมการผู้ชี้ขาดของคู่ชิงชนะเลิศนี้ครับขอเชิญคุณบุญเลิศแก้วพิทักษ์
It is finally time for our Ngan Chayo tournament final at 134 pounds. It is an all-tie affair and really looking forward to this one. Referee in charge for this one is referee Bunlud Gao Pitak, one of the best referees we have here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium. Introducing first, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, it is Wittayut Win Ubon. Wittayut Win Ubon, he is 28 years of age, 175 centimeters tall, has a total of 88 fights, 66 victories, 19 losses, and 3 draws. He's originally from Ubon Ratchathani province, located in the northeastern part of Thailand, and he is from, he's training out of Win Ubon.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, who's got a real entourage in the crowd today with his own name on the nice little signs that are lighting up. Lighting up the stadium is Samlan Sorniom Sap. He is 27 years old, 173 centimeters tall. 70 fights on his record, 51 victories, 17 defeats, 2 draws. Trains out of Sorniom Sap. And he's from Thailand. He's from Prachuap Kirikan, which is to the west of the country.
Yeah, beautiful province, huh?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And in his last fight, Sam Lan won on points against Shahin Kwaraman, who is the 3rd place of the tournament.
And as for Witiayut, Winobon winning by knockout against Vali, who we saw compete in the 2nd bout of the evening.
Yeah, Vali losing on points. So this is going to determine the winner of the 134-pound tournament and who's going to take that shiny belt home and who's going to take the prize money home as well, which is 60,000 baht tournament prize money. A lot of cash, really, for your average Thai fighter at this kind of level right now. It's a good tournament to sort of win at Lumpini Boxing Stadium on a show like LWC Super Champ to get your name out there and to move on to bigger and better things. But you've got to win it first. We get the final instructions from referee Bun Le.
Yeah, there you see the signs that say Sam Lan.
That's very cool. We haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, great to see athletes getting the support they deserve. You know, and they put their bodies on the line. Final preparations here. Final blessings.
So these two almost even. I mean, just a year older is Witiayut and 2 centimeters taller with a bit more experience going his way, but we know, we say this all the time as a bit of a rolling joke. These are the fights that they can remember. I mean, Witiayut with 88 fights to Sam Lan's 70. Going to be an interesting fight between these two fighters. They're both very technical, got a lot of experience and fought on this show before, so they know that they have to start aggressive, and Witiayut does with the low kick. Here's round 1.
Yeah, very nicely done from Witiayut. Already with a low kick to show his opponent what he's all about. As for Sam Lan Sonium Sab, he's taking his time. And you can understand why. Waiting for that one big shot. However, missing with that kick to the midsection.
Good right uppercut there and completing the combination with a low kick. Witiayut.
Now, you can't see on the screens, but you see that's a good punch there from Sam Lan. Gets a reaction from his fans. In Sam Lan's corner, you see a full set of corners, a lot of supporters, a lot of people. In Witiayut's corner, one guy. Respect to that one fan.
Sometimes it's not about how many people you got in your corner, it's the quality of the cornerman.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Witiayut Winobon, he did travel a lot further than Sam Lan did.
Yeah, he did, for sure. Ubon Ratchathani, real hotbed for Muay Thai talent over the years. Patruk Kirikan, not so much, but maybe Sam Lan can definitely be a poster boy for that town winning this tournament if he can.
Yeah, Patruk Kirikan somewhat has become a hub for Muay Thai in the west of Thailand. Got a lot of stadiums, especially located in Hua Hin.
I mean, saying that, I'm going to go back on what I said. I mean, you've got the French Algerian family that fight down there, the pet gym. You've got Pet Noon, Pet Song, Pet Sam, Pet Si, Pet Ha, that are making waves on the Muay Thai circuit.
Nice low kick there. Good flying knee from Sam Lan. Beautifully timed that was.
Long guard here in the clinch, crossface guard from Sam Lan. Great knees being thrown, and Sam Lan's supporters are loving that.
Oh, they loved every moment of it. Every single strike that connects, they'll let you know about it. And yet still, referee Bunlod wants to see more.
Can't disagree with him, Kevin.
Yep.
Good elbows being exchanged, and Sam Lan takes down Witiayut. Great clinch exchange, great sweep by Sam Lan.
That was phenomenal from Sam Lan. Pretty much in the driver's seat here in this first round. Kick across the back. That's why you can never turn your back on your opponent.
No, you should never turn your back on your opponent in a Muay Thai fight. Sam Lan on the back foot here, waiting for Witiayut. Witiayut with a good right hook to the body. And Witiayut complaining of a low blow. A bit of an adjustment there by himself and referee Bun Le. Swing and a miss by Witiayut. It's been a real relaxed round for Whittier. You're just trying to counter Samlan as he comes forward. Samlan definitely being the more active fight with a higher work rate, and that's the end of round one. Don't go anywhere because round two is coming up next.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
Very interesting first round. Whittier Ayut, well, he started off being the more active fighter, but then as the match progressed, for most of it anyways, it was Samlan who really took control and landed some phenomenal shots. So let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Wow, that was very good. See him just faking the body kick and then coming up high with the punches. Something Whittier did not expect.
No, Whittier Ayut did not expect that whatsoever. But we did throw some nice low kicks, but that was very impressive. It was a flying knee.
Yeah, Samlan walking in with a lot of confidence in the first round to see if that can come across into the second. There is Samlan, supporters, some of them wearing the signs with his name written in Thai.
I bet you wish you had one of them.
Held one once for Satanfa Ratchanon a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Satanfa, someone who has competed here on LWC Super Champ.
Good body kicks there by Whittier Ayut. Went with one. This kind of feels like deja vu from the first round.
And then you can see Whittier Ayut really bringing it to Samlan. And Samlan is fighting fire with fire.
Something that you definitely have to do if you want to get your hands on that 60,000 baht tournament prize money and wear that shiny belt. Good cracking right hand there from Samlan and a right uppercut elbow.
Lovely move to the midsection and knees in return from Samlan.
Feint there from Whittier Ayut. A good right body kick there from Samlan and a right hand to follow on from it. Into the clinch we end up, and not too much happening there. A bit of a stalemate as they get tangled up inside the ropes.
There's no doubt Whittier Ayut has turned it up here in this second round. Nice low kick, but a good knee to the midsection. Holding on into the clinch. And that's a nice knee guard from Samlan. On the back foot now. Samlan onto the ropes. Nice knee again. And that happened so fast. The fans forgot to react to it.
Whittier with the kick, Samlan tying him up inside the clinch. Whittier wrestling back though. Getting caught with a punch for his troubles. Good team there by Samlan. The crowd absolutely loving that one.
Yeah, seeing that off balance from Whittier Ayut, I mean, that really spurred them on. Yeah, I do like what I'm seeing from Samlan at the moment. Timing, his accuracy, it's just been perfect. Back on the ropes. Good teep from Samlan.
Body kick there by Samlan on the back foot. Samlan feinting as he comes forward, landing the body kick again. Samlan's got some great ways of just throwing feints to get Whittier off guard and land with some very accurate shots.
Yeah, doing great work now, Samlan. And I believe having his supporters here has really helped him out. So there's going to be a big party in Puchonkyirikan if he does get his hand raised at the end of this one.
I'll be surprised if there isn't, Kevin.
Well, the party will start in Bangkok, and then it'll probably end in Puchonkyirikan.
Yeah, 100%. Right body kick there by Sam Lan and tying him up inside the knee guard in the clinch, negating or just getting out of the knee guard that Woodsy put on him. Sam Lan on the back foot now, just waiting and baiting. Getting caught here by 2 punches from Woodsy, and that is the end of the second round. Don't go anywhere because the third and final round is coming up next.
ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113 การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากล มวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรม โดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคู่เสื้อยืด LWC ซุปเปอร์แชมป์เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 0808011113
2 rounds down, 1 more round to go. And this round is going to be the big one. I thought, Ali, that second round was very close. Could give it to anybody, but honestly, I would give the slight edge to Samlan Sotneomsap. Just thought he was a lot more accurate with his shots, and his timing was impeccable. I mean, they are on fire here tonight.
They're deafening, man. They're absolutely deafening.
Samlan once again fighting on the back foot. Good switch there from Samlan. A kick to the midsection, and another one. 2 in a row. Can he make it 3? He does. A hat-trick of kicks from Samlan Sotneomsap.
Yeah, he's pretty much running away with this one. Good left hook there from Woodsy though.
And that could have changed everything.
Especially this clinch exchange. It's like referee Brunler eating a couple of those knees as he's breaking this clinch up.
Yeah, he had no choice but to get involved.
Yeah, he got right stuck in referee Brunler.
Samlan down the ropes. Good knee to the midsection. And again. I mean, you can see Woodsy, he is throwing a lot more knees. However, they're not as hard, they're not as accurate as the ones being thrown by Samlan.
Just feels too little too late for me, Kevin, from Woodsy. This has been the best that we've seen from him in this fight so far, but he's left it to the last round. This is a huge gamble. He really needs to get a knockdown or a knockout for me in this round to win this fight.
And almost did at one point of the fight. And again, going with that left hand. Good knee once again. Samlan trying to take, excuse me, it was Woodsy trying to take Samlan down. A good balance from Samlan to remain on his feet. Notice Samlan now on the full defense. He's quite sure of himself. He thinks he's done enough. And we believe so too, Ali.
Yeah, we definitely. Good round though for Woodsy. He's been a lot more active. His work rate has gone up. That means, for me, he's left it way too late, and this is the final minute now.
Yeah, I believe so too. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, and Woodsy is just chasing this fight, which is something you definitely don't want.
But his hands, I mean, time and time again, it looks so dangerous. Anything can happen in a Muay Thai match. Now, you see Samlan, his hands are really down. Maybe not the best of ideas, especially after getting clipped by Woodsy. Maybe 3 rounds with those hands here in this round.
Samlan offering his hand out there. See that a lot in Muay Thai fights where the fighter that does it knows that they're ahead on points and they're just saying, okay, should we just, take a rest here, just stop for the final seconds of the round. And the clock winds down right now, and that is the end of the third and final round. And Samlan is celebrating in his own corner. But referee Brunler is trying to drag them together to show some respect, and Samlan does. This is why we love Muay Thai. Great show of respect. Crowd going absolutely berserk for Samlan. His supporters have been deafening. I love the energy here from them.
It creates such a good atmosphere here in Lumpini Boxing Stadium, and that's what the finals are all about.
Well, here we go. Here are the replays. I mean, Witiyu did start the round aggressive, but it was all Sam Lan just being accurate, getting his timing on point, and was able to just time Witiyu and controlled the fight so well in the clinch with his body kicks, even with his punches too. He had some real great setups and feints. I won't be surprised if he wins this tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to LWC Super Chat with myself, Ali Makoni, and my co-host, Kevin Chayakrit Amlid. Make sure you follow his page, Muay Thai Results, on Instagram. We'll see you next week on the 15th of November. Same time, same place. Have a great weekend and good night from us.
และคู่สุดท้ายวันนี้จบลงเรียบร้อยครับชกกันครบทั้ง3ยกเลยเรามาดูว่าใครจะเป็นผู้ชนะและแชมเปี้ยนในค่ำคืนนี้ Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 exciting rounds of Muay Thai action here in our final, the winner and champion is from the blue corner, Samlan So Niyom Sap เป็นแชมป์ของศึกวัยร่ำเงินชัยโย 134 ปอนด์ในค่ำคืนนี้ครับขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยครับ กับ3 ล้านของเราครับเราต่อไปครับขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญครับคุณวัฒนพรพิทักษ์ศักดิ์เสรีรองประธานเจ้าหน้าที่บริหารสายงานฟ้องร้องบังคับคดีบริษัทออโต้เอ็กซ์จำกัดในกลุ่ม SCBX นะครับผมคาดเข็มขัดรุ่น 134 ปอนด์ให้3 ล้านโซนิโยซาโอ้โหสวยงามครับผมและนอกจากนี้แน่นอนมีเงินรางวัลจากเงินชัยโยถึง 60,000 บาทจัดเต็มครับนี่คือแชมป์ที่เรารอคอยมานานครับชกกันมาแล้วหลายเดือนครับกว่าจะถึงวันนี้ครับได้แชมป์ไปเรียบร้อยครับแล้วต่อไปครับขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญรองแชมป์ของเราครับสู้เต็มที่แล้วเมื่อกี้ครับได้เงินรางวัล 30,000 บาทจากเงินชัยโยนี่คือวิทยายุทธวินอุบลครับจัดไปครับนอกจากนี้ยังมีนักชกนะฮะที่คว้าอันดับ3นะฮะของศึกมวยรอบเงินชัยโยนะครับผมยินดีด้วยครับจัดไปครับนี่คือนักชกอีก1 ท่านนะครับคว้าอันดับ3ไปครับอันดับ4ครับแน่นอนรับไปอีก 5,000 บาทครับพร้อมหัวใจชัยโยครับนี่ก็เป็นรางวัลปลอบใจนะคะสร้อยคอทองคำ1 เส้นครับจากเงินชัยโยนอกจากเงินสดแล้วยังมีสร้อยทองให้ด้วยครับและจัดไปครับขอเชิญน้องจากคู่แรกในวันนี้ด้วยนะครับผมซึ่งทั้งหมดนี้รับรางวัลหัวใจชัยโยครับสร้อยคอทองคำ1 เส้นสวยงามครับยินดีด้วยกับทุกท่านเลยขอบคุณมากครับผมยินดีด้วยครับขอบคุณคุณวัฒนพรพิทักษ์ศักดิ์เสรีครับจากบริษัทออโต้เอ็กซ์จำกัดในกลุ่ม SCBX ครับที่มอบเข็มขัดและเงินรางวัลให้นักมวยทุกท่านในค่ำคืนนี้เลยแต่ว่าเป็นภาพที่สวยงามนะครับอย่าลืมเจอกันสัปดาห์หน้าครับ 17:30 นาทีเป็นต้นไปครับที่เดิมครับช่อง 8 ครับจัดเต็มกับมวยไทย7 คู่คุณภาพครับสัปดาห์หน้าก็มีชิงแชมป์ด้วยครับเพราะฉะนั้นติดตามให้ดีครับและสำหรับวันนี้ครับขอบคุณ LWC Super Champ ครับสนามมวยเวทีลุมพินีรามอินทราครับผลิตรายการโดยเงินชัยโยครับประกันเงินด่วนครบจบที่เงินชัยโยครับขอบคุณการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยหรือ Sport Authority of Thailand ครับขอบคุณเครื่องดื่มสปอนเซอร์บริษัทเมตาพาร์คจำกัดเมตาพาร์คสปอร์ตแอนด์เอนเตอร์เทนเมนต์ครับสำหรับมวยไทยเทรนนิ่งอุปกรณ์มวยไทยต้อง Fairtex ครับแวะไปที่ fairtex.com ได้เลยและสำหรับการร่วมส่งเสริมกีฬาแม่ไม้มวยไทยครับผมเป็นโปรโมเตอร์รายการ LWC Super Champ พลโทนรินทร์มีสมบูรณ์ครับสำหรับผมแมทธิวดีลาไปก่อนแล้วพบกันใหม่สัปดาห์หน้าครับสวัสดีครับขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ร่วมกับ LWC Super Champ เปิดศึกเดือดดุมันสนับสนุนนักกีฬามวยไทย ยกระดับมาตรฐานการแข่งขันสู่สากลมวยไทยซอฟต์พาวเวอร์ส่งเสริมอาชีพ ส่งต่อวัฒนธรรมโดยการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทย ความมันสดใหม่ LWC Super Champ ทุกวันเสาร์ 5 โมงครึ่งเป็นต้นไป ส่งตรงความเท่สู่ตัวคุณเสื้อยืด LWC Super Champ เพียงตัวละ 350 บาท จัดส่งฟรีทั่วประเทศ โทร 080 801